And UCF opponents have shot 52% from the field combined, 48% from three, making 14 threes a game. In the three Florida Atlantic wins, opponents go from 52% down to 37% and 32% from three, 9 threes made per game. So despite all that fancy offense we've been talking about, if you want to be simplistic about it, it comes down to whether Florida Atlantic guards or not.
Yeah, and they've got the length. They can affect things on the interior. Unless you get, one or two of them out there with the way they like to pressure on the perimeter. You still have to drive it at them. You still have to make them have to guard you, too. Don't give them easy possessions by turning the ball over with, unforced errors, that sort of thing. You maintain possession of the ball. Yes, you want to go fast. If you get a good look within 10, 12 seconds of the shot clock, go ahead. But, you've also got to be clean with the basketball.
Live your greatest hits at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tulsa, voted Tulsa's best. Proud sponsor of the Cowboys. More pregame coming up. Cowboys and Florida Atlantic on the way. Tip-off time about 25 minutes away here in Charleston. This is Cowboy basketball from Learfield.
Tired of seltzers that feel like a snowstorm in your stomach? Bored of the same old light beer or no time for fussy mixed drinks? Switch things up with Beatbox, OSU's official party punch. With a bold ABV that packs serious heat and flavors that refresh even in the winter cold, Beatbox keeps your spirits warm and game day spirits high. Low sugar, non-carbonated, and resealable, Beatbox is built for on-the-go celebration, from packed arenas to post-game bonfire. Because there ain't no party like a Beatbox party. Go Cowboys and stay warm out there. Please drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Derringers. You know the name, but did you know we've been serving businesses nationwide for over 60 years? If your business or company orders promotional products, awards, banners, shirts, or business cards, then you need to call us. With Derringer's highest priority being customer service and creative branding, we're the only option when it comes to ordering something with your logo on it. Give the Derringer's team a call today to take your branding to the next level. Bam!
Dear Santa, it's been a tough year. I know there's a chance that I might be on the naughty list. So, how can I make it on the nice list? Love, Anna.
Dear Anna, school can be tough, but there's still time to make the nice list. Santa loves Brahms A2 fresh milk and fresh-baked cookies, especially on Christmas Eve. Hint, hint, love Santa.
From rich, creamy eggnog to freshly baked holiday treats, Brahms has all your holiday essentials. Celebrate this season at Brahms, and Santa will add you to the nice list, too.
That was a great game. Can you believe we came back and won? Never doubted them for a minute. What are you doing? We've been drinking. I don't know about you, but I can't afford a DUI. I'm calling my ride to pick us up. Yeah, great idea. I need to save my money for layoffs. Oh, yeah.
A DUI can be very costly in a number of ways. Together, we can end DUI. Visit NDUIOK.com to learn more.
Hey Cowboy fans! Basketball season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Oklahoma State basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Oklahoma State Athletics. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Hey, Cowboy fans, score $300 and get your OSU debit card when you open a new MidFirst checking account. And be sure to register your card for a chance to win the ultimate Cowboy game day experience. It includes 4 tickets to an OSU game, plus a $500 Visa gift card. Get in the game. Visit midfirst.com for more details. No purchase necessary. MidFirst Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Charleston. It's the Cowboys and Florida Atlantic coming up, and Drake has finished off Miami 80-69 the final, John.
Yeah, Drake, a very impressive win. Miami looked like they were trying to get back into it. Never got within, I think, 5 or 7 in the second half. And Drake's ability just to get easy baskets and put good defensive pressure on the Hurricanes made all the difference.
Let's check the Cowboy Health. It's brought to you by Mercy. Your life is our life's work.
Everybody seems to be good to go here, Dave. Just the wear and tear of practice, probably all that you can talk about it at the moment anyway.
Well, and of course, the mental challenge of now playing 3 games in 4 days for the first time will be interesting to watch. But the good news is, as you've said, lots of practice time, and we've had a week between games prior to the contest here today.
And the other thing is, Steve Lutz is still trying to figure out what he likes best in terms of a starting 5 and a finishing 5.
Yes.
And he's got a lot of players to pick from.
It's the Cowboys at Florida Atlantic coming up. We'll hear from Coach Lutz for a final time after these messages. This is Cowboy basketball from Learfield.
Tired of seltzers that feel like a snowstorm in your stomach? Bored of the same old light beer or no time for fussy mixed drinks? Switch things up with Beatbox, OSU's official party punch. With a bold ABV that packs serious heat and flavors that refresh even in the winter cold, Beatbox keeps your spirits warm and game day spirits high. Low sugar, non-carbonated, and resealable, Beatbox is built for on-the-go celebration, from packed arenas to post-game bonfire. Because there ain't no party like a Beatbox party. Go Cowboys and stay warm out there. Please drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
If you're working on saving money in a bank account, but the little voice in your head says, what's the point? It hardly pays any interest. Listen to that voice, because it's right. You can do better, a lot better, by moving your money to Communication Federal Credit Union. CFCU offers high-yield deposit and high-yield checking options that are flexible, liquid, local, and secure, and will make your money grow even faster. It's worth it to save when you earn more. Move your money to Communication Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCAA.
Charlie's Discount Drug, where we know our customers by name.
Get your medications, vaccines, and the truth from people you know and trust at Charlie's Discount Drug. Charlie's Discount Drug, trusted pharmacy services for the Stillwater area since 1979. When you need someone to trust, come to Charlie's Discount Drug, 723 South Walnut, Stillwater.
Charlie's Discount Drug, where we know our customers by name.
Looking to improve your golf game? Stillwater Country Club can help. Head golf professional Chris Tidland and his assistants offer lessons to both members and non-members. They can help take your game to the next level. If you think your equipment needs a boost, check out the SEC Pro Shop. The SEC Pro Shop features items from Ping, TaylorMade, Callaway, and Titleist. Whatever your instruction or equipment needs may be, Stillwater Country Club is ready to help. Stillwater Country Club, a proud part of the Oklahoma golf scene for 7 decades.
Hey Cowboys, we know life can throw some tough challenges your way. So when it's overwhelming, remember you're not alone. While you're packing the stands at Gallagher-Iba Arena to cheer on the Cowboys this season, be sure to check in on your friends and those a part of the Cowboy family. Call or text 988 to talk to crisis counselors who are trained to help anyone struggling with mental health crisis. Visit wellness.okstate.edu for any additional resources. We take care of one another. It's the Cowboy way. Text or call 988 for help.
Wilson GMC continues to be a proud partner of Oklahoma State Athletics. As a family-owned business, Wilson GMC has been serving the community for years with affordable vehicles to families across Oklahoma. With an extensive inventory to choose from, our friendly team at Wilson GMC is sure to help you find the perfect one. We make the buying process simple by having your vehicle delivered right to your driveway. Visit us online at wilsongmc.com or stop in and come see us in Stillwater. We are professional grade at Wilson GMC. Good people helping good people.
Coach Lutz is back. It's the Cowboys in Florida Atlantic. I'll ask you the starting lineup question. I know that it's been kind of a work in progress here.
Yeah, I'm kind of going back and forth. We'll probably start the way we did in the last game, but again, I kind of go back to who finishes the game rather than starts the game. Baba Miller obviously poses a matchup problem for us, but it's going to be a matchup problem for us either way. Because he's so versatile and he is a good player. But I'll know more as we get closer to game time.
The 2 or 3 things key-wise that you're looking at today, what are they?
Well, I mean, we've got to guard the three-point line, right? And all of that, always starts with taking care of the basketball. Because if we don't take care of the basketball, we can't get back and get our defense set. But once we do get back, man, we've got to do a much better job of guarding the three-point line. Because if you look at the numbers, just across our team and nationally, we're not doing a good enough job guarding the three-point line. And then, obviously I've already talked about taking care of the basketball. I've talked about rebounding. But really this game's going to begin and end with ball screen defense. If we have great ball screen defense, if we're aggressive, we have great hands in ball screen defense, and we turn them over and we make them uncomfortable, we're going to give ourselves an opportunity to be successful on the other end. So it'll be a fun game. It should be an exciting game. Should be a game in which there's a lot of possessions. And, we just have to make sure we're on the right end of those possessions.
Coach, good luck as always.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
It's head coach Steve Lutz. It's OSU and Florida Atlantic here in Charleston, South Carolina. More coming up. This is Cowboy basketball from Learfield.
Oh, wait, turn the game down. Do you hear that?
Yeah, I swear it's telling me to go buy Pepsi to get a $10 Fandango movie reward.
So we can see Gladiator 2 only in theaters November 22nd? Spooky, but also kind of a great idea.
Totally. And if we leave now, we'll be back before halftime ends.
Pepsi's
1890 Original is the go-to game day beverage for Cowboys everywhere. Brewed by Cowboys for Cowboys in Stillwater, the blonde ale is smooth, crisp, and refreshing. Named for the year OSU was founded, 1890 Original is available at OSU sporting events, the Iron Monk Tap Room, and statewide on draft and at your favorite stores. Make 1890 Original a part of your game day tradition. Keep it classy, Cowboys. Enjoy responsibly. Iron Monk Brewing Company, official craft beer of Oklahoma State Athletics.
Ever misplace your debit card or notice suspicious transactions? Freak out no more with the new Card Control Gateway from Communication Federal Credit Union. With the Pay Me debit card from CFCU, you can block cards and limit purchases in real time. With just one tap, you can freeze your card, set alerts, and spending limits on your own. And when things are under control, you can unfreeze or modify card settings. Find out more with a Pay Me debit card only from Communication Federal Credit Union. Must be enrolled in CFCU Digital Banking to activate controls. Federally insured by NCAA.
Whether it's a long line at the amusement park,
45 minutes.
waiting to get inside the club, or getting stuck at the DMV. Nobody likes to wait. Mercy is eliminating the wait for great health care. Our online tools mean you can get the care you need now. Mercy Now. More of what you need now. Visit mercynow.net.
At OG&E, for you to seize your day, it's up to us to keep your power on. That's why we're building a smarter grid that stops outages before they happen. In 2023 alone, these automated restorations saved more than 6.2 million customer minutes of interruption. But energy is about more than electricity. That's why with our partners, we've provided $100 million in customer bill assistance since 2021. Because at OG&E, we energize life.
Do you have someone who deserves to be honored for serving the community, country, and love for Oklahoma State and the Cowboys? Bob Moore Buick GMC and Oklahoma State Athletics are proud to present Hometown Heroes, honoring service members, teachers, doctors, and other deserving community members for their hard work. To learn more and nominate your hometown hero for their chance to be recognized at an OSU Athletics event, visit okstate.com/Bob Moore today. Go Pokes!
From the Charleston Classic. Cowboys 3-0, Florida Atlantic 3-2 entering this contest, and the winner will get the Drake Bulldogs tomorrow. Who do you expect to thrive in this game, John? Is there anyone that this type of game might really suit the best? One or two guys?
Yeah, I would look at Chichi Avery, Dave, and I know that we kind of have already named him an X factor for this team. But when he is on, this is a type of game that with all the pressure on the perimeter and all the times that guys can be driving to the rim and then looking either to go ahead and score or kick it out for threes, a slasher type can be that kind of, it's not a knuckleball, it's not a curveball, that sort of thing, but slasher types, if he's quick to the basketball, he could find himself with a lot of scoring opportunities, either with offensive rebound putbacks or just with the ball rotation. If you throw the skip pass and he's the guy on the opposite side, you got a defender coming out at you. He could be really good at driving by someone like that. Other than that, I think Khalil Brantley could have success getting inside the defense, but then being able to finish over the taller guys if they collapse, that might be a little bit of an issue. But I do think that he could be effective in helping break down a defense. But the first guy I look at really is Chi-Chi Avery.
You know, and it's interesting you bring up the ability to finish. That's something that's been on the mind of the head coach, Steve Lutz, really throughout the non-conference schedule up to this point. Cowboys are getting a lot of shots at the rim. I don't think that he feels like they're finishing at the rim the way he would like to see them finish.
Well, do you remember the first game? Abu Usman had plenty of opportunities right around the rim, and just he wasn't explosive going to the basket. Then he sat out the second game. Dave, he came back against Southern Illinois and played with a lot of passion and intensity, and he finished emphatically several times. You'll need that today. I would say Usman could have another bit of an impact today, but if he has to be out there, he's not necessarily going to start on someone like Baba Miller, but you heard Coach Lutz say Miller at 6'11", being able to put it on the floor, basically more of a small forward type of game than a big man. That's hard for guys like Usman to do, and so he'll have to kind of take advantage of the opportunities that he has on the offensive end, I think is the best way to put it.
Is it safe to say that today we may find out to what extent the Cowboys have versatile parts? Because you're going to be dealing with ball screens, you're going to be dealing with a 6'11" power forward that they love to set ball screens for. Is this a day where we learn a lot about just how much versatility this team has from a lineup standpoint?
Yes, I don't think there's any question about it. Because, look, the one thing that Florida Atlantic wants to do, they want to create mismatches. Miller's already a mismatch with the style that he plays, with the size that he has. But they want to get someone, let's just say like Brantley, we mentioned him earlier, or Arturo Dean, getting involved, having to fight over a high ball screen, or if he switches off, he's going to be switching off on someone like Vogatitis.
Yeah.
I think I mispronounced his name. Vogatitis, yes.
Vogatitis.
Yeah, Vogatitis.
Vogatitis.
So he has 7-footer from Lithuania who doesn't have a whole lot of experience, but you know that's going to create the old mismatch. Like we always go back to this. Anthony Jones and Keaton Page when he went down to Baylor. There was a foot difference, more than a foot difference.
Celebrate Oklahoma State with a visit to Stillwater's world-famous Eskimo Joe's and Mexico Joe's. Choose from signature cheese fries or sizzling hot fajitas to cure your game day cravings. The games always end up at Joe's. Oklahoma State and Florida Atlantic coming up. We'll set the starting lineups and have tip-off for you after these messages. This is Cowboy basketball from Learfield.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
I'll trust water bottles and a flashlight to save the day, but I'll be proved wrong.
With a tornado approaching, I'll realize that I lack a wheelchair-accessible shelter.
When the floodwaters rise, I'll be up in the attic with 20 cans of beans. It's a recipe for disaster.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Comes to a gun suicide attempt, all it takes is a moment.
My son, Ricky, took his life by the use of a firearm. It broke me, and I contemplated suicide. My grandson, I was going to have to be here for him. I still own my firearm. I keep it in a safe because I want to keep my grandson and myself safe.
Store your guns, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo. Hear more safe stories at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
This message is for Shauna, my mom who just finished her high school diploma. I wanted to say I'm so proud of you for finishing school. You taught me it's never too late to achieve your dreams. I hope to make you as proud as you have made me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never, ever become a minivan mom. So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, know it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
On the Cowboys Sports Network from Learfield, it's time to turn up for tip-off.
The game is, in the most improbable of circumstances, Oklahoma State has done something a Cowboy basketball team has never done before.
Cowboy basketball is brought to you by OG&E, we energize life, and by Charlie's Discount Drug, where discount is our middle name. Located at 723 South Walnut in Stillwater. It's game time. The tip is moments away. Now let's go courtside. Here's the voice of the Cowboys, Dave Hunziker.
Good afternoon once again from Charleston, South Oklahoma State at 3-0. Takes on 3-2 Florida Atlantic. Glad to have you with us. I'm Dave Hunziker with John Holcomb courtside here in Charleston, South Carolina. Let's run through the starters. We begin with Florida Atlantic. At guard, Ken Evans Jr., 6'5", 205, a senior from Jackson, Mississippi, averaging 12 points and 4 rebounds per game, 4 assists per game. He was the SWAC Player of the Year at Jackson State a year ago, averaged 19 points per game and led the SWAC in scoring.
Yeah, Dave, he got them off to a great start in that game against Charleston that went double overtime. But someone who's not afraid to score from anywhere on the floor.
Also at guard for Florida Atlantic is Leland Walker, 6'1", 185, a junior from Indianapolis, transferred in from Eastern Kentucky. Spent 2 seasons there and was first-team All-Atlantic Sun, averaging at 12 points, 3 rebounds, 4.5 assists per game. He's 7 of 13 from 3 on the year, but he's really been inconsistent. In the last game, he had 3 points against Charleston. I think he turned it over 5 times in the first half.
Yeah, he just was making bad decisions and just looked a little out of sorts, frankly.
The third guard is Kiki Tandy, 6'2", 205, graduate student from Hopkinsville, Kentucky. Transferred in from Jacksonville State in Alabama. 9 points, 2 rebounds per game. He was first-team All-Conference USA last year at Jacksonville State. Averaged 18 points per game there. Also spent 4 years at Xavier. But he's also a dangerous three-point shooter. He's shooting 42% beyond the arc.
Yeah, you got to make sure that he doesn't get into rhythm early. You can't let him catch and shoot.
Up front, Baba Miller, 6'11", 215, a junior from Spain, transferred from Florida State. Spent 2 years there. Very highly regarded recruit when he arrived in Tallahassee. Averaging 10 points, 8 rebounds per game, has 16 assists, but also 15 turnovers. A very dynamic player.
Very smooth, Dave. You kind of forget that he's 6'11", the way that he plays the game. But I think the one thing Cowboys can do is if you get into him, you can wear him down a little bit physically. He's not, I mean, he still weighs pretty well. He's put some weight on since he's been in college. But I think that if they can get after him physically, that would be a plus.
And its center is Matas Vokataitis, 7 foot, 245, a freshman from Lithuania, averaging 10.5 points and 5 rebounds per game.
Vokataitis just walked right by us, Dave. He's just a mountain of a guy and a shot blocker, rim protector, but I think, too, that you might be able to get him into foul trouble.
Florida Atlantic averaging 97 points per game, shooting 51% from the field. They're +6 on the glass, a 44% three-point shooting team, making 13 threes per game, 70% at the line. They turn it over 14 times per game. Their opponents average 81 points per game, shoot 44% from the field and 38% from 3. And Florida Atlantic opponents average 17 turnovers per contest. John Jacobs, first year as head coach of Florida Atlantic, longtime assistant to Scott Drew. Spent the last 7 years on Coach Drew's staff for the Baylor Bears. Cowboy starters will look like this. At point guard, Khalil Brantley, 6'1", 180, a senior from the Bronx, averaging 8 points and 3 rebounds per game. Second on the team in assists, has scored 12 of his 23 points at the free throw line. The off guard is Devo Davis, transfer from Arkansas, 6'4", 185, fifth-year player out of Jacksonville, Arkansas, 6 points, 2 rebounds per game. The third guard, Bryce Thompson, 6'6", 205, senior from Tulsa, 14.5 points per game, 3.5 rebounds per game. He has scored in double figures in all 3 games for the Cowboys this year. Up front, Robert Jennings, 6'7", 230, a junior out of DeSoto, Texas, averaging 6 points and 3 rebounds per game. He's 12 of 14 at the free throw line this season. And at center is Abu Usman, 6'10", 245, out of Brooklyn, New York, transferred to Oklahoma State from Xavier, spent 3 seasons at North Texas, 17 points, 6 rebounds per game. He has scored in double figures in both games that he has played, had 18 points, went 8 of 10 from the field, his best outing of the year against Southern Illinois. And, of course, the head coach of the Cowboys is first-year head coach Steve Lutz, 51-year-old native of San Antonio, Texas. Previously coached at Western Kentucky and Corpus Christi, where he took all 3 of those teams, 2 at Corpus and 1 at Western, to the NCAA tournament. What are your keys today? What's on your mind, John?
Dave, you got to guard the three-point line with Florida Atlantic. You don't want to give them easy baskets, but you sure don't want to let them get going from long distance because they will shoot it a lot, and they've been making threes. So you want to limit those opportunities for them. Secondly, you want to take care of the basketball. You want to attack, and you want to try to get as many easy baskets in transition as possible, but you don't want to give away opportunities with loose ball handling. And, third, Dave, I think it's just the mental tenacity for this team. Don't go through those stretches where you let down after you've had a few good minutes. Don't let your level drop and find yourself back in a situation like you were in coming down the stretch against Southern Illinois.
Good Cowboy contingent here. A large number of Cowboy fans have made the trip. Some members of Coach Lutz's family and other family members of coaching staff here. We're happy to be along with you. We've got a busy weekend with another game here tomorrow, and then Cowboy football. We'll head back to Stillwater tomorrow night, and Sunday back here in Charleston for whatever finale we will have in this Charleston Classic. Best time of the year.
Oh, no question about it. Busy, but good.
Of course, Florida Atlantic has a role in Oklahoma State history, and one we'd rather forget. Cowboys dropped a non-conference game to Florida Atlantic in Gallagher-Iba Arena. I believe it was December 1st of 1998. Was the only non-conference home loss, I believe, that Coach Sutton had until his final season when the Cowboys lost to the Demons of Northwestern State.
That was such a shocker. I can remember that, Dave. It was a talented Cowboy team, and the Florida Atlantic just came in and beat them. And no one really knew about Florida Atlantic at that time. I mean, the football program really wasn't on the map. I don't even know if they had football at that point.
I don't think they did.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing is that, 2 years ago, Florida Atlantic lost in the national championship game to San Diego State. And last year they lost in overtime in the first round of the NCAA tournament to Northwestern. But if you go beyond that, John, prior to that national tournament game appearance 2 years ago, FAU had made one NCAA tournament appearance in its Division I history. That was in 2002, and it had only 9 winning seasons in the previous 25 years. This has not been a program until the last couple of years that has any track record of sustained success.
Well, you think about that team that played San Diego State, Dave. That team was not built like this team. Now, it was an experienced team. It had some interior presence, but certainly did not play the same pace that this team likes to play. Almost night and day difference, if I remember right.
Oh, I think you're right. Tip-off brought to you by MidFirst Bank, home of the OSU Visa debit card and the OSU Visa credit card. MidFirst Bank, true to you. Member FDIC. Well, let's see where we stand. Game 4 of the year. For Oklahoma State in its orange uniforms, white numbers trimmed in black, Oklahoma above the number on the chest and State below at the belly button level. Florida Atlantic, white uniforms, Florida above the number, Atlantic below. White with blue numbers trimmed in red. And Khalil Brantley knocks a tip-off away, drives, gets his shot blocked off the glass. Boy, an athletic play by Baba Miller as he blocked the shot, and FAU gets the rebound.
Well, I like the anticipation by Brantley of stealing that possession away.
Leland Walker on the dribble, chased by 2 defenders, dribbles across to the right wing, foul line right to Baba Miller. Back out it goes to Leland Walker. 10 to shoot. Left wing to Evans, dumps it down to Boykaitis. Boykaitis backs in with 5 to shoot. Top of the key to Davis. Right wing, three-pointer in flight is good. The first basket for Florida Atlantic comes from Kiki Tandy. 3-0 FAU.
Good ball movement by FAU.
Now we have a whistle and a foul on Leland Walker, who's coming off a really tough game against Charleston the last time out for FAU.
A little too much pressure, had both hands on Brantley out on the perimeter.
3-0 in favor of the Owls. Get used to the threes. They make 13 per game. You know, one thing that already jumps out, a lot quicker and a lot more athletic than any of the three teams we faced, and I don't think it's close.
No, I agree, Dave. I agree.
Inbounds to Brooks Thompson, or correction, Bryce Thompson. I wish we still had him.
Yeah.
Into Usman, left block. He turns, he shoots a jump hook from 5 and misses short, and the rebound to FAU. And Titus.
He made him shoot it up a little bit higher.
Here's Tandy, left wing. He's already made a 3 for FAU. Out it goes to Kent Evans. Across the floor to Leland Walker. Walker takes Devo Davis on the drive. Stops. Right corner, Baba Miller for 3. It's good. It's 6-0 FAU.
This is kind of the way they started against Charleston, Dave. They got off to a really quick start.
Certainly did. Here's Jennings driving it left. Bounce pass to a cutting Bryce Thompson. Layup missed. Rebound Baba Miller of Florida Atlantic. Cowboys miss a point-blank chance at the rim.
Wow, that's that Titus' size affecting, even though he didn't get a piece of it.
Pass inside to Titus, and he's fouled from behind. He'll be at the line to shoot 2.
Give that to Abu Usman, his first.
That was goal number 33. Abu Usman, his first, team first. On the line, number 8, Titus. Shooting
Titus at the line. 65% free throw shooter. FAU 70% as a team. 69.5 to be exact. And he makes the first. It's 7-0 FAU.
Very quickly in. Here comes Chi Avery for Usman. Size presence has already affected the game. Miller's block on Brantley off the tip, and then Bryce Thompson not able to convert.
Second free throw's too hard, and Chi Avery rebounds for Oklahoma State. 7-0 Florida Atlantic on top. They've made 2 threes already. 18-14 to play first half. Cowboys working left to right in the front court. Chi Avery, top of the key to Robert Jennings. Man-to-man by Florida Atlantic. They'll also show some zone. Bounce pass to Chi Avery, right baseline. Turns, faces, shoots over Walker from 15. It's an air ball. The rebound out of bounds off Titus. Underneath, it'll be Florida Atlantic ball. They're very disruptive, John. Hands is swatting and swiping.
Yeah, as Avery raised up, he had... I think he may not have had complete control of the ball, managed to regather it and shoot.
Inbounds to Avery, drives the left baseline and slams it in. The first basket for the Cowboys comes from Chi Avery. And we have a whistle after the play, and what's that?
I think it's a warning on Avery.
So it's 7-2 in favor of Florida Atlantic. Man-to-man defense by Oklahoma State. Walker on the dribble across the timeline. Heads over to the left wing in front of us. Shot clock at 16 now as Walker gets it back. Guarded closely by Khalil Brantley. Drives it right, gets into the paint. Double clutch jumper, no. Foul called. Free throws coming up for Leland Walker.
I think they gave that one to Brantley. No, it's actually on Davis.
Okay. His first, the team's second.
Sliding over to try to help.
On the line, number 2, Leland Walker, shooting 2.
So Leland Walker at the line. He's 8 for 12 this season, and he misses the first.
Well, he just kind of shot that on a line drive, David. Did not look fluid.
Caleb Glenn, the transfer from Louisville, replaces Titus for FAU, and the Cowboys trade out point guards as Arturo Dean, transfer from Florida International, FIU, replaces Khalil Brantley. Second free throw is good by Walker, and the lead for FAU is 8-2. Cowboys in the front court. Here's Bryce Thompson dribbling off to the right baseline. Out it goes to Avery. Feeds a cutter. That's Davis cutting down the lane. He throws it up with the left hand and misses, but a foul called, and Devo will be at the line to shoot 2.
That's a good find. Tandy picks up the foul.
Team foul number 2 on the Florida Atlantic Owls. Devo Davis has only been to the foul line 3 times. He's 2 for 3. And he misses at first. Cowboys a good free throw shooting team coming in at 78%. It's a point of great emphasis on the part of Steve Lutz. Here's Devo's second. And it missed. Rebound, loose, scramble for it. Chichi Avery comes up with it way outside right wing. To Dean, skip pass across the floor, deflected away, taken by Jennings. Chaos on this possession. Bounce pass right baseline to Davis. Top of the key right, Avery for 3. Spun out, no good. Rebound Evans of FAU. Outlet pass down the floor to Baba Miller. Is deflected away by Robert Jennings and goes out of bounds to the near sideline. It'll be Florida Atlantic ball.
Good hustle back down the floor because Miller had released. And if he could have gathered that in, he had a size advantage as he was heading toward the rim.
Nicolo Moretti, a 6'1 sophomore from Italy who played last year at Illinois, comes in at point guard to replace Kiki Tandy. The name Moretti rings a bell because his brother David played at Texas Tech, was a star guard for the Red Raiders.
Played in that national championship game.
Cowboys poke the ball away from behind, but it goes right to Baba Miller. He drives the right baseline, tries to feed it underneath. It's knocked away and stolen by Chichi Avery. Down the floor it goes to Thompson. Thompson, right baseline to Arturo Dean. 8-2, Florida Atlantic on top. Davis top of the key for 3. It's good.
Dave, is this where we tell everybody he ended up winning the 3-point shooting contest at the end of shoot-around today?
I think we should, because he was just 2 of 10 from 3-point range coming in. 8-5, Florida Atlantic. And now we have a whistle, and traveling is called on Moretti. Isn't it funny, John, you pointed it out, the way this game started, so similar to how the game started for Florida Atlantic against Charleston, only it took longer for things to sort of sway back the other direction. About midway through the first half is when things started to sway back toward the home team, the Charleston Cougars.
Well, you can chalk that up to OSU's athleticism is greater than Charleston's overall athleticism.
There you go. Pat Sumnick is in for the Cowboys, transfer from West Virginia, replaces Robert Jennings. Here's Avery at the right elbow, picking up the dribble, hands it off to Arturo Dean, right wing. He's defended by Miller. Boy, that's a tiny point guard against a 6'11 forward. Dean takes him on the drive, kicks it out left wing. Bryce Thompson for 3. Rims out, no good. Rebounded by Miller of Florida Atlantic. Diagonal outlet pass down the floor to Walker. Walker stumbles, now crosses over on the dribble. Right wing Moretti, a left-handed 3, spun out, no good. And the rebound to Chichi Avery of Oklahoma State. Outlet to Arturo Dean. Dean, a stop-and-go dribble, drives it right wing to Davis. Flips it out to Avery, top of the key. He shoots for 3. It misses too hard, and the long rebound shoots out to Moretti of FAU. 8-5, Owls on top, and now the pace is what we expected as Moretti drives the right baseline and is bumped and fouled by Bryce Thompson.
First on Bryce.
And we have a timeout with 15:37 to play in the first half. It's Florida Atlantic 8, Oklahoma State 5. This is Cowboy basketball from Learfield.
1890 Original is the go-to game day beverage for Cowboys everywhere. Brewed by Cowboys for Cowboys in Stillwater, the Blonde Ale is smooth, crisp, and refreshing. Named for the year OSU was founded, 1890 Original is available at OSU sporting events, the Iron Monk Tap Room, and statewide on draft and at your favorite stores. Make 1890 Original a part of your game day tradition. Keep it classy, Cowboys. Enjoy responsibly. Iron Monk Brewing Company, official craft beer of Oklahoma State Athletics.
Oh, did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience, so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
Sirius XM Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through the regular season and the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2024. 15:37 to play here in the first half in the Charleston Classic, and it's FAU 8, the Cowboys 5. The Owls 2 of 3 from the field, and that is nothing but three-point attempts and three-point makes. 2 of 3 from long distance, and they are 2 of 4 from the free throw line. The Cowboys just 2 of 9 to start the game, 1 for 4 from behind the arc. That make by Devo Davis. Rebounds are 6 to 4. Florida Atlantic. Cowboys have not turned it over at all, and they have forced 2 Owl turnovers.
Vocatitis is back in for FAU. Baba Miller's gone to the bench.
Brandon Newman in for the Cowboys for the first time, as well as Jamiron Keller.
Pass underneath the Vocatitis, a 7-footer. The ball just stripped away and stolen by the Cowboys. Chichi Avery made another defensive play. Chichi gets it back on the left wing. Out it goes to Dean, top of the key. A shot fake. Now he gets a screen to his right from Sumnick. Takes one dribble, throws it to Avery, and Avery fumbled it out of bounds to the FAU bench. And the Cowboys turn it over for the second time this afternoon. Correction, first turnover for the Cowboys today.
Well, that's too bad, too. The active hands, because Florida Atlantic got what they wanted. Vocatitis was open off of the roll and the rotation defensively by the Cowboys, but he never could get the ball up in the air.
Jamiron Keller also went at guard for Oklahoma State. FAU has the ball now. Pass to the left wing to Walker. Finds a cutter Moretti underneath. May have walked. Now the ball knocked free. It ricochets out of bounds off the 7-footer Vocatitis underneath. And the Cowboys will have it. Now FAU has turned it over 4 times. When they have, for lack of a better description, turnover conniption fits, where they just turn it over and turn it over and turn it over.
Their scoring drought, Dave, is closing in on about 3 minutes. Trey Carroll into the lineup now for Florida Atlantic, another big body, although not as big as Vocatitis.
Arturo Dean on the dribble. Top of the key to Brandon Newman. Left wing, Jamiron Keller. Bounce pass inside to Sumnick. Left-hand layup missed off the glass. There's another point-blank miss, unfortunately. And Florida Atlantic rebounds. Down the floor it goes to Carroll. Underneath the Vocatitis with a lob, and he dunks it in. 10-5, Florida Atlantic with 14:24 to play in the first half. Cowboys just 2 for 10 from the field to start the game, but only down by 5. Here's Dean driving it right. Kicks it out. Top of the key. Avery for 3. Around the rim and in. It did not want to go down, but it finally did.
He needed to see that go down, Dave, because he's going to be open off of some of these rotations. The Cowboys' ball movement is making them pay.
10-8, Oklahoma State down 2. The Cowboys trailed early 7-0. That was the second 3 for the Cowboys today. Trey Carroll, the only returnee of significance for FAU, plays it to Moretti. Moretti, the point guard with 7 to shoot, defended by Dean, way outside right wing, gets a screen from Vocatitis. Cowboys switch it, now Moretti drives, kicks it out left wing to Green. He's open for 3, it misses too hard. Rebound, fought for, and it goes out of bounds off of Pat Sumnick of Oklahoma State, and it will be FAU ball.
Yeah, Sumnick couldn't get both hands on it. He was locked up. The right arm and shoulder was locked up with Vocatitis and just couldn't control it. Well, I like the scrambling by the Cowboy defense. That's an open look missed, though, by Glenn.
Ken Evans will trigger it left baseline underneath. 10-8, FAU. Into Moretti, left wing. He's a left-hander, defended by Khalil Brantley. And he pass, hits Vocatitis in the head and ricochets right to Jamiron Keller. Keller drives, has it knocked away from behind by Evans, out of bounds underneath. It'll be Oklahoma State ball. Vocatitis with a header. That's the wrong sport. You're going to hit it with your head. That's soccer. Of course, the Cowgirls reached the NCAA soccer tournament after a wonderful season, but that's not how that works. Not normally. Inbounds floats all the way into the backcourt, where it's scooped up off the bounce by Brandon Newman. He'll dribble into the front court now, veering off to the right, picks it up. Florida Atlantic in a man-to-man. They will play some zone. Cross-court left wing to Keller. He drives it left, gets into the paint. Double-clutch jumper misses. And the rebound to Trey Carroll of FAU. Outlet to Moretti. Down the floor to Baba Miller. Miller drives it right, attacks the rim, and we have a collision, and we have a blocking foul on Oklahoma State. Newman went in there to take the charge, but they'll say he was not there legally. It's a blocking foul.
Well, it was a glancing blow, Dave. It was a glancing blow. He was set.
Was he inside the cylinder?
No, I think his heels were above it. It's a tough call.
Baba Miller at the line. .62% free throw shooter. 6'11". Makes the first.
Robert Jennings back in. Avery sits down. Boy, that was active minutes for Chi Avery. That's what you like to see, David. Didn't all go his way, but you see, came up with a couple of deflections, couple of steals, hit a three.
11-8 FAU, and Miller misses a second. FAU 3 of 6 at the line. Cowboys rebound down 3. Khalil Brantley speeds into the front court, now backs away on the dribble. Trey Carroll, who has about a 7-inch height advantage, is guarding him man-to-man. Now they switch it as Brantley picks up his dribble, right wing to Jennings. Miller guards him now, 13 to shoot. Bounce pass to Usman at the right block. He backs in against Baba Miller. Left-hand jump hook, good.
There you go. He kept Miller from getting over the top of him to really affect that shot.
And Usman using his strength advantage to get his first basket. 11-10 FAU. The lead, 1-7 for the Owls, is down to 1. Here's Baba Miller in front of the Cowboy bench. Backdoor pass knocked away and stolen by Khalil Brantley. That's another turnover for FAU. Down the floor to Jennings, out to Khalil Brantley. Top of the key, Newman driving 6-footer misses, and a rebound to Moretti of FAU. 11-10, Owls on top as we approach the 12-minute mark. A pass down the lane to a cutting Carroll. The shot blocked off the glass by Usman, and the rebound at the left wing taken by Keller. Keller speeds into the front court on the dribble, drives it right, runner from 10 off the glass. No. Rebound pops out of bounds off of the Cowboys. It'll be FAU ball after a timeout. Well, it's been exciting here. 12 minutes to play first half. It's Florida Atlantic 11, Oklahoma State 10. This is Cowboy basketball from Learfield.
Hey, Cowboys. We know life can throw some tough challenges your way. So when it's overwhelming, remember, you're not alone. While you're packing the stands at Gallagher-Iba Arena to cheer on the Cowboys this season, be sure to check in on your friends and those a part of the Cowboy family. Call or text 988 to talk to crisis counselors who are trained to help anyone struggling with mental health crisis. Visit wellness.okstate.edu for any additional resources. We take care of one another. It's the Cowboy way. Text or call 988 for help.
Hey, Cowboy fans, enter to win the ultimate Cowboy game day experience from MidFirst Bank. You can score 4 tickets to an OSU game, plus a $500 Visa gift card. Every swipe with your registered MidFirst debit or credit card is another chance to win. Learn more at midfirst.com. No purchase necessary. MidFirst Bank. Member FDIC.
August was born 3 pounds, 9.8 ounces. When I first saw him, it was a whole range of emotions. There's stuff I still want to do. Being a young dad, it's not giving up. It's shifting. I looked through his eyes. I envisioned a whole future with him already. To throw the first football to him, give him ice cream for the first time. My life is now devoted to his life.
Through all of fatherhood's firsts, never stop being a dad. Visit fatherhood.gov to hear more. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Is making the holidays sweet, one scoop at a time, with eggnog, gingerbread, hot chocolate, peppermint, and pumpkin ice cream. Grab a cone today, only Brahms. Brahms is a proud sponsor of Oklahoma State Athletics. The Cowboys' athleticism is giving Florida Atlantic problems. The issue for OSU is they're only 4 of 15 from the field. Cowboys shooting 27%. But they've turned the Owls over 5 times, and with 12 minutes to go here in the first half of the Charleston Classic, it's 11-10, Florida Atlantic on top. The Cowboys have come up with some steals. 4 steals out of the 5 Florida Atlantic turnovers, 2 by Chi-Chi Avery, who also has 5 points to lead all scorers.
Cowboys have Davis, Jennings, Khalil Brantley, Newman, and Usman on the floor. FAU with Moretti, Baba Miller, Kiki Tandy on the floor, Trey Carroll. And a pass underneath to Glenn, the 5th member of the FAU team on the floor. He lost it. The ball squirts free, taken back by FIU. Carroll drives it right, gets to the goal, and scoops it off the glass and in. 13-10 FAU. Cowboys counterattack quickly. Usman catches underneath, bulls his way up and under layup, misses. Offensive rebound to Newman. He's stripped going up, and a foul on Florida Atlantic.
Boy, Moretti complaining about the call. Well, he actually complaining about something before the call, but he'll pick up the foul. It's too bad on Newman. I think he just rushed trying to get the ball out of his hands if he came up with a steal.
Actually, they say that's on Kiki Tandy. That's his second.
Okay.
Team foul number 3. Here's Brandon Newman at the line, shooting 2. Makes the first.
Tandy heads to the bench. Ken Evans Jr. comes back in.
13-11 FAU. Second free throw coming up for Newman. Played previously at Purdue and Western Kentucky. Was with Coach Lutz both places, and he makes the second. It's 13-12, Florida Atlantic. The Owls jumped out to an early 7-0 lead. Cowboys battled back to make it close, and it's been tied ever since. But Oklahoma State has not led the game. Now the ball gets away from Leland Walker, but it was apparently knocked out of bounds by Devo Davis. Steve Lutz not particularly pleased about that call, but it will go the way of the Owls with 18 on the shot clock.
It happened right in front of Coach, too.
Cowboy coaches donning the black polos or the black golf pullovers, depending on which guy. Here's a steal by Khalil Brantley. Ran through a handoff, goes all the way to the rim. It's stripped away from behind by Moretti, out of bounds underneath. The Cowboys will get it back. Boy, there are stretches of loose ball after loose ball after loose ball.
Well, that's got to favor OSU.
Well, you would think, yeah.
A good hustle by Moretti to get back.
Cowboys will inbound right baseline underneath, trying to get their first lead of the day. Brantley inbounds to Newman in the right baseline. Out to Usman, right wing, defended by Baba Miller. He backs him in on the dribble from 20 feet away, continues to back him in, spins with the left hand, and makes the jump hook from 5. Usman with some NBA action there. He just backed him in from 20 feet and finished off the left-hand jump hook. And the Cowboys have their first lead, 14-13. On the other end, Leland Walker misses a 15-footer. Rebound ricochets right back to him. Left wing Evans for 3. It's good. A second chance 3 on an unlucky break, and FAU takes the lead 16-14. Brantley quickly on the other end. Top of the key, Jennings open for 3. Why not? Robert Jennings knocks down to 3. His first of the afternoon. Cowboys have made 3, and it's a 17-16 Cowboy advantage. Now the scoring is start trying to match the pace.
Yeah, Dave, you can feel the energy from the Cowboy bench, and Carroll called for an illegal screen right out near midcourt.
It's his first foul, the team's 4th. Vokatitis is back in. Baba Miller goes to the bench. Get our first look at Max Langenfeld out of Germany, averaging 4 points per game for FAU. So now you have Walker on the floor for FAU, along with Ken Evans Jr., Trey Carroll, Vokatitis, and Langenfeld. Cowboys have Jennings, Bryce Thompson, Usman, Devo Davis, and Arturo Dean.
They're going to... I think
wow.
Is it a technical foul or is it a legal substitution or what?
What do we have? See if we can read the lips, or maybe you can slip your headphones off, listen in.
Class A technical foul on the FAU bench.
So Thompson shooting the technical, and he makes the first. (18-16) Oklahoma State. I like that Steve Lutz is putting Bryce Thompson up there to shoot these.
Yes, I do too.
And he makes a second because Bryce historically has not been a good free throw shooter, but he's improving. and using that as an opportunity to advance that improvement even further.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
I love that. I think that's great. Instilling more confidence. So I think a lot of that has been Bryce's problem. He's just never been terribly confident at the line. So Coach says, go up there and shoot those technicals. 19-16, Oklahoma State up 3. It's a Cowboys' biggest lead.
You got a chance for a 5-point trip here, Dave, if you knock down a 3.
Yes, you do. Usman, top of the circle. Defended by Vukatitis. Handing it off to Devo Davis, top of the key. Left wing to Usman, the Cowboys center. Bounce pass left baseline to Jennings. Out it goes left wing to Thompson. He drives the left baseline. Bounces it out to Jennings. Left side, 15-footer. Good. Good offense by the Cowboys there as they work the left side, and Jennings has 5 points. It's a 21-16 Oklahoma State lead, the Cowboys' largest. It's a 7-0 Cowboy run. On the other end, Walker out of control. Finds Carroll top of the key for 3, and it's good.
Mercy. Big left-handed 3.
An ugly possession, but it doesn't matter. It's 21-19. Florida Atlantic has made 4 of 6 from 3. Here's Usman for 3, top of the key, and he nails it.
Oh, my word.
I believe just the third three-pointer of his career, but 2 of them have come at Oklahoma State. It's a 24-19 Cowboy lead. Now we've got the pinball machine rolling the way we thought we would. Here's Vukatitis, a 7-footer. He drives it down the lane, gets to the rim, and is fouled by Robert Jennings underneath. The lane parted for the big fella, the 7-foot freshman. So he exploded down the lane on the dribble. Cowboys convened underneath, but a foul was called.
And that's the second foul on Bryce Thompson. That's the tough one here.
It is. You know, it's interesting, John, as Vukatitis goes to the free throw line. I'm not sure this is Bryce Thompson's type of game offensively.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, it's almost too unstructured.
Yes. That's what I was thinking. Same thing. Now, you still need him on the floor as Vukatitis misses the first free throw, but this doesn't suit him. He likes when there's action where he can get a handoff, get a pass, come off a screen, get a shot. That's not what this is.
No, it's not. I do like now Chichi Avery back on the floor, Devo Davis back out there, but Chichi out there before checking in, very vocal, encouraging Arturo Dean defensively out near midcourt.
Vukatitis misses both. FAU 3 for 8 at the line. The Cowboys rebound up by 5 with 9:15 to play in the first half. It's 24-19 Oklahoma State. Dean turns a corner on the drive, gets into the paint, snakes his way to the goal. Left-hand jumper misses. Tipped by Usman, no. Vukatitis and Usman competing for the rebound, and they'll call a foul on the Cowboys center, Usman. That's his second.
Oh, you don't want that from those two guys.
It's team foul number 6. Pat Sumnick hustles up to the scorer's table to check in, presumably for Usman, who just got that second foul.
Boy, Keller almost came up with a steal near midcourt.
Evans for FAU. Kicks it left corner. Langenfeld forces up a 3, and he's fouled by Devo Davis. Goodness gracious. Boy, Devo would like to have a do-over on that, because as quick as that 3 went up, you almost have to say, hey, if you want to shoot that, just let it rip.
And he has 2. So
he's
he's
the
third Cowboy with 2 fouls.
Yeah, the Cowboys, of course, have distributed their minutes very equally here in the first part of the season. No one averages more than 23 minutes per game as Langenfeld misses the first of 2 free throws. That depth may be tested here this afternoon with Usman, Devo Davis with 2 fouls, and Bryce Thompson with 2 fouls. That was team foul number 7, by the way. Still 24-19 Oklahoma State with 8:53 to play first half. Second free throw hits the back of the rim and goes in.
He was backing away as soon as he shot it. He's lucky. And now Steve Lutz has been having a conversation with one of the officiating crew, basically calling for, hey, let him play down here if you're going to let him play on the other end.
There you hear Coach Lutz with instructions to Chichi Avery as Langenfeld makes the third. He goes 2 out of 3. And the lead is 24-21 for Oklahoma State. Here's Arturo Dean driving it left. Gets to the baseline. Picks it up. In trouble. Defended by a much taller Trey Carroll. Floats it out to Newman. Across the floor to Jamyron Keller. Keller drives it right, spins, right wing, three-pointer by Newman, misses short, rebound, saved by Avery, but into the hands of Langenfeld of FAU. Down the floor to Leland Walker. Walker on the dribble, tries it left, cut off by Newman. Now he tries to drive again, gets to the rim and lays it in. Newman sort of just fell off defensively, giving Walker a clear path down the left baseline to the basket. Here's Dean countering for three left wing. He misses too hard. Offensive rebound right corner to Newman. He'll shoot a three from there, and it's spun out. Rebound Trey Carroll of FAU. Owls could regain the lead by the basket on this trip. They're down one. Here's a drive to the basket and a kick out to Langenfeld, left corner. Fakes, one dribble, three-pointer. Missed off the front of the rim. Rebound Jamiron Keller. Cowboys counterattack from left to right. Keller drives it right, challenges a big man and lays it off the glass and in.
Dave, I probably should have added Jamiron Keller, to who I think could have some success in this game because he's physical enough to go ahead and challenge big guys.
On the other end, Trey Carroll gets to the rim, lays it off the glass with a left hand and scores, and he's fouled and a chance for a three-point play.
Fouls on Avery.
That's team foul number 8. And the first on Chichi Avery. We have a timeout with 7:48 to play first half. It's Oklahoma State 26, Florida Atlantic 25. This is Cowboy basketball from Learfield.
Here at OSU, even in the chill of winter, our drinks bring the heat and a wild streak. Beatbox Party Punch delivers a bold 11.1% ABV with mouth-watering flavors and a resealable cap. Perfect for celebrating courtside or cheering in the stands. Seltzers and light beers, they leave you feeling bloated. Beatbox? It's the low-sugar, high-energy punch that keeps the winter festivities going strong. Bundle up, sip smart, and bring the energy, Cowboys. Please drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
If you're working on saving money in a bank account, but the little voice in your head says, what's the point? It hardly pays any interest. Listen to that voice, because it's right. You can do better, a lot better, by moving your money to Communication Federal Credit Union. CFCU offers high-yield deposit and high-yield checking options that are flexible, liquid, local, and secure, and will make your money grow even faster. It's worth it to save when you earn more. Move your money to Communication Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCAA.
Whether it's a long line at the amusement park,
45 minutes.
waiting to get inside the club, or getting stuck at the DMV. Nobody likes to wait. Mercy is eliminating the wait for great health care. Our online tools mean you can get the care you need now. Mercy Now. More of what you need now. Visit mercynow.net.
Do you know how your hard-earned money is being invested and why? Do you know what you're paying your advisor for your investments? If you answered no to either of those questions, you should call Will Gungle at Buffalo Capital Management, 580-324-4699. Your Cowboy choice for financial planning, 580-324-4699. Cowboys lead Florida Atlantic 26-25. 7 minutes, 48 seconds remain here in the first half in the Charleston Classic. Trey Carroll will be at the free throw line to try and complete a three-point play and tie the ball game. Cowboys in a bit of foul trouble. Abu Usman, Bryce Thompson, and Devo Davis each with 2 fouls here in the first half. Cowboys are led by Usman with 7 points. He also has a steal, no rebounds. The Owls are led by Trey Carroll off the bench with 7. Cowboys have forced 7 Florida Atlantic turnovers. They've only committed 1 themselves. And the points from turnovers, 7-0 in favor of OSU. Points in the paint, tied at 8.
Carroll at the line, the left-hander, and it rattles out. The rebound to Chichi Avery.
Well, they are 5 of 12 from the free throw line here in the first half.
Florida Atlantic has 7 turnovers. The Cowboys 1, so that's also significant. Boy, 1 turnover with this pace, that's remarkable. Here's Khalil Brantley. Right corner, Keller open for 3. It's off the back of the rim. Rebound, shoots high in the air, recovered by Arturo Dean for the Cowboys on the left side. Out to Khalil Brantley. Brantley drives it right, attacks the rim, gets off balance, finds a teammate underneath the basket. That's Chichi Avery. He goes up, gets his shot blocked from behind, out of bounds by Evans. That possession out of whack a bit. The Cowboys, though, will get another chance, inbounding left baseline underneath.
Got to know there's 9 on the shot clock here. I like what Chichi did. He faked the shot, got into Titus's body and didn't allow him to block it, but he couldn't stop the guy from behind.
Inbounds deflected but recovered by Avery, and now they say that Avery stepped on the sideline out of bounds. That's the second Cowboy turnover. I shouldn't have said anything.
No one's blaming you. Don't carry that burden. You'll be fine.
Still a 26-25 Cowboy lead. Walker on the dribble. Heads up toward the foul line, crosses over, heads down the lane, floater from 5. A brick and a foul on the rebound. I think that's on whom? It's on Bocatitis of FAU.
That is his first.
And team foul number 6. So the Cowboys will be in the bonus. The next chance, Oklahoma State's committed 8 fouls.
Pat Sumnick did a good job of maintaining his position when the shot went up.
Chichi Avery way outside left wing. Top of the circle to Sumnick. Sumnick drives it right, attacks the rim, missed the layup. Rebound, ricochets off the glass, taken by Khalil Brantley. He missed it from underneath in the land of the Giants, but the ball knocked away out of bounds by FAU, and the Cowboys will get it back.
Boy, you're missing so many shots near the rim, and some of that you can understand because of the presence inside.
Now, Brantley was like a young man staring up at the top of the Empire State Building there. He was surrounded by height.
Well, he knew he had to get it up there quickly, and sometimes when you do that, you shoot a little short.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Good hustle, though, to be there to retrieve the ball. Here's Brantley again, dribbling up to the foul line, picks it up, out to Robert Jennings. Cowboys with the ball up by 1 here at the 6.5-minute mark of the first half. Arturo Dean on the dribble now, gets a screen to his right from Jennings. They switch it. He drives it right, feeds a cutter. Keller down the baseline, up and under, layup, good.
That's what I'm talking about, Dave. He's got the strength to be able to finish inside.
28-25, Oklahoma State up 3. Now a collision. And what do we have?
It's on Walker.
Walker hit the deck after colliding with Robert Jennings, but I think they're going to call Walker for an illegal screen.
And the second illegal screen call near midcourt. And that's Walker's second.
Team foul number 7 on the Owls. It's an offensive foul, so no free throws.
Moretti's back in there, Dave. He has not had the impact that he had in the game against Charleston here a few days ago.
No, he's really had no impact.
No, they basically put him with the ball in his hands down the stretch.
Dean drives toward the baseline. Tosses it out to Keller, top of the circle. He drives it left, attacks Moretti, stumbles, banks it off the glass and in, but he's called for traveling. No basket.
Just dragged that pivot foot just a little bit, but he got right into Moretti's body, but just got his momentum carrying him too far.
Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. You're listening to Oklahoma State basketball. .550 to play first half. Here's Baba Miller open for 3, right wing for FAU. He misses, and the Cowboys rebound up 28-25. Keller into the front court. Feeds a cutting Dean. Drive to the rim. Layup good. Arturo Dean scores his first basket of the day. 30-25. Oklahoma State up 5.
Love the aggressiveness. Just take it right at them before they can get set.
This match is the biggest Cowboy lead of the afternoon. FAU led early 7-0.
Well, that's good defense by Brantley out on the front on Evans.
Baba Miller dribbles into the paint, kicks it out left wing to Moretti. Left corner, Glenn wide open for 3. Misses too hard, and a foul on the rebound on FAU. I think that's on Baba Miller.
All right, Miller's going to complain to Kip Kissinger, and he's called a T.
Wow, that's the second technical foul assessed to Florida Atlantic here in the first half.
And Miller picked up the personal. Boy, Miller had not played many minutes in this game. Usman took it to him, and Jacobs put him on the bench, and he'd just come back in.
So now he compounds that with a foul and a technical foul.
Got to make these.
Khalil Brantley will do the honors this time. 80% free throw shooter entering today. Scored a lot of his points at the line, and he makes the first. About half of his points, in fact, on the year have come on free throws. That's what you'd expect a good point guard to do. 31-25, and Khalil makes the second. It's 32-25 Oklahoma State, the Cowboys' biggest lead. And now we'll have the free throws for Brantley on the actual foul that was committed. By the way, that technical foul on Miller is a personal foul, so he has 2. He picked up 2 in the same whistle. Well, I guess 2 whistles, same sequence.
Why, Kip Kissinger didn't mess around.
No.
Miller must have said something special.
Brantley misses. That was a 1-and-1 in the rebound to FAU. 32-25 Oklahoma State. FAU quickly. Here's Evans. Splits the defenders on the drive. Gets to the rim. Up and under layup. Crawled off. No good. Rebound. Chichi Avery. Shovels it out to Brantley. Cowboys in transition. Leaves it for Avery. The trailer. Right corner. Keller wide open for 3. It's good.
Man, is that beautiful basketball.
4:59 to play first half. Oklahoma State is on a 9-0 run, and the Cowboys have their biggest lead, a 10-point advantage at 35-25. Time now for our Brahms Fresh Market Fresh Take.
Dave, the athleticism advantage and the aggression the Cowboys are showing, it's something new for FAU. It's even at a level that has to at least equal what UCF showed them the other day, because the Cowboys are just all over the place defensively, and it's got FAU a little out of sorts. You've taken the size out of the game because of your aggressive scrappiness.
That's our Brahms Fresh Market Fresh Take. Stock up on all your grocery needs and check out the holiday flavors at your neighborhood Brahms. Incredibly fresh, incredibly convenient. That's Brahms.
And I should add this to it as well, Dave. You managed to do it and play at this level. You've sustained it. You haven't gone through any of those lulls like you've seen the Cowboys go through so far this season. And you've also done it without turning the ball over.
Full court pressure by Oklahoma State. Inbounds to Moretti on the run. Whips it down the floor to Evans. Left wing. Left corner. Tandy a quick 3. It's good. My goodness. Kiki Tandy with a hand in his face knocks down the 3.
And he's back out there with 2 fouls. Don't forget that.
His second 3 of the afternoon. It's 35-28 Cowboys. 4:40 to play first half. Arturo Dean throws it out to Keller near midcourt center of the floor. Keller on the dribble. Drives it right. Had it stripped away. Got it back. Right wing to Dean. 7 to shoot. Top of the circle to Brantley. Brantley hesitates. Drives. Bounce pass underneath to Jennings. Layup good.
He no-looked the bounce pass.
37-28 Oklahoma State. Cowboys have 9 assists on 13 made baskets. How do you like that? Moretti trapped in the front court. Plays it to Carroll. Carroll throws it away. Intercepted by Arturo Dean. A 3-on-3 break. Dean hesitates. Drives it right, but he's called for carrying the basketball. That's the 4th Cowboy turnover. It's interesting you saw the trap there. That's something that Charleston did that really disrupted Florida Atlantic in that late first half stretch when Florida Atlantic turned it over a bunch.
They're out of sorts, Dave. They're out of sorts. Carroll had picked up his dribble way near midcourt, saw the different look, and just gave it up. It's a shame Cowboys couldn't get something out of that.
37-28, Oklahoma State up 9. FAU with the ball. Trey Carroll, right baseline, backing in against Sumnick. Draws a double team. Pass deflected away and stolen by Sumnick. Dean came down into the lane as a help side defender to knock it away. Here's Chichi Avery, left baseline, backing in against Carroll. Out it goes to Dean, across the floor to Brantley. Right wing, Jamiron Keller. FAU may be going to that 1-3-1 zone that they used against Charleston. Here's Keller, deep 3, right wing, misses. Rebound, Trey Carroll of FAU. Still a 37-28 Oklahoma State lead with 3.5 to play in the half. Evans bounce pass across the floor to Tandy. Back to Evans on the left wing, 19 to shoot. Left baseline, Glenn, he stepped on the sideline out of bounds, and FAU turns it over for the 11th time this afternoon. Timeout with 3:21 to play first half. It's Oklahoma State 37, Florida Atlantic 28. This is Cowboy basketball from Learfield.
Hey Cowboys, we know life can throw some tough challenges your way. So when it's overwhelming, remember you're not alone. While you're packing the stands at Gallagher-Iba Arena to cheer on the Cowboys this season, be sure to check in on your friends and those a part of the Cowboy family. Call or text 988 to talk to crisis counselors who are trained to help anyone struggling with mental health crisis. Visit wellness.okstate.edu for any additional resources. We take care of one another. It's the Cowboy way. Text or call 988 for help.
Anytime is a good time to have a howling good time at Stone Wolf Casino. Located at exit 37 off the Cimarron Turnpike between Tulsa and Stillwater. Catch a game on the big screen inside the Wolf Sports Grill while you enjoy some great food and cold beverages. Plus, join the Players Club for your chance to win prizes in their weekly promotions. In a hurry? No problem. Grab some pizza at Mazzio's Go. While you are there, fill up your tank at the Travel Plaza. For food, fuel, and fun, stop by the Stone Wolf Casino.
Wilson GMC continues to be a proud partner of Oklahoma State Athletics. As a family-owned business, Wilson GMC has been serving the community for years with affordable vehicles to families across Oklahoma. With an extensive inventory to choose from, our friendly team at Wilson GMC is sure to help you find the perfect one. We make the buying process simple by having your vehicle delivered right to your driveway. Visit us online at wilsongmc.com or stop in and come see us in Stillwater. We are professional grade at Wilson GMC. Good people helping good people.
If you want to know who's doing a whole lot for the state of Oklahoma, look no further than the people of Oklahoma Oil and Natural Gas. From contributing billions to education, funding medical research, and supporting the arts, they are deeply invested in the well-being of our state. The Cowboys' overwhelming defense in this first half, and that's making up for 38% shooting from the field. The Cowboys in front of Florida Atlantic, 37-28. With 3 minutes, 21 seconds remaining here in the first half in their first game of the Shriners Children's Charleston Classic. The Cowboys 5 of 13 from three-point range, 8 of 21 from inside the arc, 6 of 9 from the field. Florida Atlantic is 9 of 19. They've only got 19 shots up. The Cowboys have forced 11 Florida Atlantic turnovers. And how about this? The Owls are shooting better from three-point range than they are from the free throw line. 5 of 10 from three-point range, 5 of 12 from the line. Cowboys out rebounding FAU 18-17 so far. Robert Jennings, Abu Usman, each with 7 for OSU, along with Jamiron Keller, who's had really good minutes off the bench.
Our Deputy Athletic Director, Reed Sigmund, seated next to us, points out that Cowboys have taken 34 shots and FAU only 19. Has a lot to do with why this is going the way it is.
Forcing those turnovers. You're taking possessions away from them.
Dean tries it right. Scoop layup off the glass, misses. Rebound fought for, taken by Khalil Brantley, left baseline. Now he's in a double team, floats it out to the perimeter where Chichi Avery soars up to get it. Now he'll shoot for 3. What the heck? He misses short, and the rebound taken by FAU. Outlet pass floated to Leland Walker. Across the floor, left wing to Baba Miller. He drives it right. Alley-oop to Bocatitis, and his layup missed, but basket interference called on the Cowboys, and it's unfortunate because that shot was not going in.
No, Sumnick hustling from behind, got a piece of it.
So it's 37-30 Oklahoma State. 2:44 to play first half. Cowboys trailed early 7-0. Oklahoma State's biggest lead has been 10.
Maintain this level. Don't relax on this.
Brantley drives it right, gets into the paint, in trouble, bumped. Ball squirts free and no whistle. FAU has it. Walker drives it all the way down the floor, layup misses, rebound slammed in by Bocatitis. And the lead is down to 5 at 37-32. FAU on a 7-2 run here at the 2:13 mark of the first half. Avery, top of the circle. Cowboys need a good possession offensively. Left wing to Newman, top of the key to Arturo Dean. Dean defended by Miller on a switch. Out to Sumnick, hands it off to Brantley, drives it right, hands it off to Sumnick, double clutch layup, missed badly, tipped by Chichi Avery, won't go. Offensive rebound, Brandon Newman, left-hand jumper, no. Avery knocks the rebound free. Cowboys another chance. Out to Brantley, top of the circle. Now they'll run a play. Cowboys hustling and active on the offensive glass here. Couldn't finish, but they'll get another opportunity. Down to 9 to shoot. And Steve Lutz calls for time with 1:40 to play, and the Cowboys up 37-32.
It's an example of the hustle, Dave. You're creating more opportunities for yourself. You're taking it away, taking plenty of possessions away from Florida Atlantic. And you're doing all of that while you've got Usman, Bryce Thompson, and Devo Davis with 2 fouls. Patrick Sumnick in the midst of that is coming up needing help off the floor from Kevin Blaschke and Scott Sutton. Looked like maybe favoring that left knee. Boy, I hope that's not serious.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Shelf Insurance, ready to help you come up with a winning plan for your livestock insurance. Changes have been made to the livestock protection plan that's made it more advantageous for cattle producers. Secure your livestock insurance by contacting Shelf Insurance at 580-237-7993. Scott Sutton and trainer Kevin Blasky are helping Pat Sumnick over to the corner in the entrance area adjacent to the Cowboy bench. There's a trainer's table over there, and that's where Cowboy trainer Kevin Blasky can take a more in-depth look.
So Robert Jennings back in there. Avery, Newman, Brantley, and Keller.
Appears to be working Sumnick's ankle. Brantley drives it left off the inbounds, attacks, running jumper off the glass and in.
Well, that's a big basket, Dave.
39-32 Cowboys with a minute 25 to play in the first half.
You said they needed a good look, and they got one on the way to the rim.
It's a good timeout by Coach Lutz to set that up. Oh, here's a pass to Boca Titus. Well, he kind of threw an elbow at Brantley. He missed. Out it goes to Glenn, top of the key. Drives it right, pushes off. What do we have? A blocking foul.
Mercy, there was a shove off with that left forearm. Only the first on Khalil.
It's team foul number 9, so it's still a 1-and-1 for Glenn. FAU just 5 of 12 at the line so far today.
On line number 1, Glenn, 1-and-1.
Caleb Glenn, a 79% free throw shooter. First trip to the line today. Brantley is out for Oklahoma State. Line drive free throw, misses. Comes off the back of the rim hard, rebounded by Robert Jennings. FAU 5 of 13 at the line. Down to a minute to play first half. Cowboys lead 39-32. OSU is led by as many as 10. Newman catches, cutting down the lane. Little floating jumper, rimmed out. Rebound, Baba Miller of FAU with 45 seconds left. And Miller is bumped and fouled by Chichi Avery at midcourt. I believe that's his second.
Yeah, that's 2. So they have 4 players with 2 fouls each.
Team 10, double bonus.
Steve Lutz has this sort of lost look on his face as he looks down at the playing surface here in Charleston. I think that's more of a, I sure wish the heck he wouldn't have done that. Yeah. 2 shots and a double bonus coming up, and that free throw rims in for Walker.
You know, you bumped him over near midcourt on the sideline. He didn't need to do that. You know, you like the aggressiveness, but Avery comes out, Connor Dow in.
39-33. Second free throw is in. Evans returns for FAU. 44.9 seconds left in the half. So there's a 15-second difference roughly between the game clock and shot clock.
Really want to finish this strong, Dave. Get another good look here.
5-point lead for Oklahoma State. Cowboys have led by as many as 10. Here's Connor Dow on the dribble. Hands it off to Newman. Dribble weave action. Newman picks up his dribble. Plays it to Jamiron Keller, left wing. 9 to shoot. In the lane to Newman. Turnaround jumper blocked off the glass by Boca Titus, but Newman gets it back. Newman fumbles it, and what do we have?
They reset the shot clock, and I don't think it hit the rim.
I think you're right. So if that's the case, pardon me, John, we would have roughly 3 seconds on the shot clock in a reset.
That's true.
If they change
That's true. That's true. Well, the free throws were shot with 44.9.
So you'd actually have
got closer to 5.
Yeah. You're right.
But they're double checking it over at the scorer's table.
Yeah, it would be closer to 5. I can't do math.
Well, you know what? It's actually probably going to be in the middle, and since it'd probably be closer to 4, and That
it's
would
like
mean
the Price is Right, where you're trying to get up on stage. You want to strike the middle.
I overbid the showcase, so you would win.
Yeah. So you always go in the middle.
Yeah.
It's at 5. You win.
5. Okay.
Yeah, you get like the $1,000 bonus. You hit it on the nose. Cowboys will inbound. 19.1 to play. The shot clock has been set at 5. Inbounds to Newman. 4 to shoot. 3 to shoot. 2 to shoot. Newman, desperation. 3 left wing is an air ball, and a shot clock violation will go to FAU with 12.9 seconds remaining in the first half.
Now, don't foul someone shooting a 3. Don't compound a mistake here. You got a 5-point lead. You'd like to keep it that way going to the locker room.
39-34 Cowboys, 6 seconds left. Walker all the way to the rim, misses a layup. Rebound to Jennings with 2 seconds. Outlet to Brantley, 1 second. Down the floor to Dean. He shoots, but the shot comes after the buzzer. And we come to the end of the first half with Oklahoma State leading FAU 39-34, John.
Dave, that might be the best first half of the season for the Cowboys. I don't think there's any question about it, actually. Best first half of the season. They really got after Florida Atlantic, turned them over, didn't allow the Owls to shoot a lot of threes to maintain some sort of control of this game. Just a little too much foul trouble for OSU that first half.
Once again, our halftime score is Oklahoma State 39, FAU 34. This is Cowboy basketball from Learfield.
Protect your hay and grazing land from drought by securing a policy from Shelf Insurance and Enid. The Rainfall Index Pasture Range and Forage Insurance Program is designed to help cover replacement feed costs when a loss of forage for grazing or harvested hay occurs due to a lack of rain. Give yourself peace of mind with Pasture Range and Forage Insurance from Shelf Insurance. Contact Randy Shelf, Clint Shelf, or Colin Domer at Shelf Insurance and Enid, 580-237-7993.
1890 Original is the go-to game day beverage for Cowboys everywhere. Brewed by Cowboys for Cowboys in Stillwater, the blonde ale is smooth, crisp, and refreshing. Named for the year OSU was founded, 1890 Original is available at OSU sporting events, the Iron Monk Tap Room, and statewide on draft and at your favorite stores. Make 1890 Original a part of your game day tradition. Keep it classy, Cowboys. Enjoy responsibly. Iron Monk Brewing Company, official craft beer of Oklahoma State Athletics.
There's a lot of hype around electric vehicles right now, but there are also a lot of questions too. How far can they go on a single charge? How long does it take to charge the batteries? Do they have good performance? Do they require a lot of maintenance? At PSO, we get it. You've got electric vehicle questions. Fortunately, we have answers. Here's to making informed decisions. Learn more about electric vehicles at psoklahoma.com. Knowledge is power.
Hey Cowboy fans! Basketball season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Oklahoma State basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Oklahoma State Athletics. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
This is the Cowboy Halftime Show on the Cowboy Sports Network from Learfield. Brought to you by Stillwater Medical, providing world-class care close to home. Shelter Insurance, for auto, home, and life insurance that fits just right. Find an agent at shelterinsurance.com. And by OERB. The people of Oklahoma Oil and Natural Gas are proud sponsors of Oklahoma State basketball. Now let's go courtside.
It's a 39-34 lead for Oklahoma State over Florida Atlantic at halftime. Dave Hunziker, John Holcomb here courtside in Charleston at the Charleston Classic. The winner will get Drake tomorrow in the semifinals. I don't want to sound ridiculous here, but the pace that we had in the first half, to be honest, you'd think you'd have a higher score than 39-34, but the Cowboys defensively were pretty darn good in the first half.
Came up with 7 steals, turned over Florida Atlantic 11 times. And you kept them out of fast break point situations too. Neither team, with a bunch of them, But when you hold Florida Atlantic to 4 fast break points in that first half, and with their size advantage, only 5 second chance points, that's pretty impressive. Dave, you've got some really good contributions off the bench, and you really needed it because Usman, Bryce Thompson, Devo Davis, each with 2 fouls. Chichi Avery gave you great minutes early on, and he picked up his second foul late in the first half. But how about Jamiron Keller? His best half of the season, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, only 1 turnover in 11 minutes of action. Brandon Newman solid with 5 rebounds coming off the bench. And Arturo Dean and Khalil Brantley just being pesky, each with a couple of steals in that first half as well.
MidFirst Bank, a proud partner of the Cowboys, and your home for the OSU debit and credit card. Visit midfirst.com/Cowboys for details. MidFirst Bank, true to you, member FDIC. At half, it's a 39-34 lead for Oklahoma State over Florida Atlantic here in Charleston. This is Cowboy basketball from Learfield.
Chris's University Spirit on Campus Corner in Stillwater, Oklahoma is proud to be your one-stop Cowboy shop since 1986 and proud sponsor of Cowboy and Cowgirl basketball. We specialize in custom-printed OSU apparel and merchandise and pride ourselves in giving our Cowboy fans the best game day shopping experience in the state. So whether it be a new orange hoodie or a new hat, we have all the gear to get you game day ready. Come see us at 3rd and Knob Block on historic Campus Corner, and be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Remember, you can shop 24/7 at chrisuniversityspirit.com, and thanks to all of our loyal and true customers.
Anytime is a good time to have a howling good time at Stone Wolf Casino. Located at exit 37 off the Cimarron Turnpike between Tulsa and Stillwater. Catch a game on the big screen inside the Wolf Sports Grill while you enjoy some great food and cold beverages. Plus, join the Players Club for your chance to win prizes in their weekly promotions. In a hurry? No problem. Grab some pizza at Mazzio's Go. While you are there, fill up your tank at the Travel Plaza. For food, fuel, and fun, stop by the Stone Wolf Casino.
Wilson GMC continues to be a proud partner of Oklahoma State Athletics. As a family-owned business, Wilson GMC has been serving the community for years with affordable vehicles to families across Oklahoma. With an extensive inventory to choose from, our friendly team at Wilson GMC is sure to help you find the perfect one. We make the buying process simple by having your vehicle delivered right to your driveway. Visit us online at wilsongmc.com or stop in and come see us in Stillwater. We are professional grade at Wilson GMC. Good people helping good people.
Living with an enlarged prostate can be life-altering, and treatments of the past for BPH can be almost as bad. Take control of your life again with a revolutionary treatment called Aquablation, available close to home at Stillwater Medical. This unique surgical treatment uses a heat-free water jet for optimal results for long-term relief. Aquablation is an absolute game-changer, and it's available at Stillwater Medical. For all the details, go to stillwatermedicalaquablation.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Oklahoma State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
It's halftime here in Charleston, South Carolina, and Oklahoma State has a 5-point 39-34 lead over Florida Atlantic. Let's go through the first half totals for you. Oklahoma State shot just 33% in the first half on 14 of 42. The Cowboys also shot 33% beyond the arc, 5 of 15 and 6 of 9 at the free throw line. Oklahoma State held a 24-20 rebounding edge. The Cowboys outscored Florida Atlantic 16-12 in the paint, held an 8-5 second chance points advantage, and a 5-4 fast break points edge. Florida Atlantic shot 47% from the field, 11 of 23, 5 of 10 from beyond the arc, 7 of 15 at the line for the Owls. Florida Atlantic with 11 first half turnovers. As I mentioned, the Cowboys had 6. Oklahoma State's biggest lead was 10 at 35-25 with 5:02 to play first half, and Florida Atlantic actually raced out to a 7-0 lead to start the game at 18-23. 3 Cowboys have 7 points to lead Oklahoma State in scoring. Jamiron Keller, 7 points. Robert Jennings with 7. Abu Usman, 7 points. Chichi Avery has 5 points and 6 rebounds on 2 of 7 shooting in the first half, 1 of 4 from 3. Khalil Brantley, 4 points and 2 assists. Devo Davis, a three-pointer at 3 points. Bryce Thompson, 2 points on 2 of 2 at the line, technical free throws. Arturo Dean, 2 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3. Florida Atlantic has 2 players with 7 points. The freshman 7-footer, Vokatitis, with 7. Trey Carroll with 7 off the bench. Kiki Tandy, 2 3-pointers and 6 points. Leland Walker with 5. Ken Evans Jr., 3 points. Bob Miller, talented 6'11 forward, 4 points, and picked up a technical foul in the first half. Ken Evans Jr., as I mentioned, 3 points, and 2 points for Langenfeld off the bench for Florida Atlantic. Caleb Glenn, who averages 16 points a game for Florida Atlantic, came into the game leading them in scoring, has not scored, 0 for 2 from the field so far in the contest. He only played 12 first-half minutes. So I mentioned the Cowboys so far are 6 of 9 at the free throw line, so they've cashed in on some free throws. And be sure to secure your cash with our proud digital banking partner, Poetry. At half, it's Oklahoma State 39, Florida Atlantic 34. John's back with you after this. This is Cowboy basketball from Learfield.
Tired of seltzers that feel like a snowstorm in your stomach? Bored of the same old light beer or no time for fussy mixed drinks? Switch things up with Beatbox, OSU's official party punch. With a bold ABV that packs serious heat and flavors that refresh even in the winter cold, Beatbox keeps your spirits warm and game day spirits high. Low sugar, non-carbonated, and resealable, Beatbox is built for on-the-go celebration, from packed arenas to post-game bonfire. Because there ain't no party like a Beatbox party. Go Cowboys and stay warm out there. Please drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Shelf Insurance is ready to help you create a winning plan for your livestock insurance. Changes to the Livestock Protection Plan have made it more advantageous for cattle producers. Changes include increased subsidies and head limits, as well as modifications in ownership periods and endorsements. Also, you are now billed for the policy endorsement the month following expiration. Get your livestock insurance in place by contacting Randy Shelf, Clint Shelf, or Colin Domer at Shelf Insurance in Enid, 580-237-7993.
Hey, Cowboy fans, score $300 and get your OSU debit card when you open a new MidFirst checking account. And be sure to register your card for a chance to win the ultimate Cowboy game day experience. It includes 4 tickets to an OSU game, plus a $500 Visa gift card. Get in the game. Visit midfirst.com for more details. No purchase necessary. MidFirst Bank. Member FDIC.
I'm Mike Rohn. The last time I was back here in Oklahoma, I got to hang out with some local rock stars. Maybe you've seen these guys. They drilled 2.5 miles straight down through the rock and then 3 miles out in various directions to find the oil and natural gas we all still need. In other words, these rock stars used to have to dig dozens of individual wells, but now, with horizontal drilling, they only need to dig one. That's a song I can sing along with. Check out the rock stars of Oklahoma Oil and Natural Gas and enjoy their latest hits at oerb.com/Mike Rowe.
Back here at halftime in Charleston, South Carolina, the Cowboys leading Florida Atlantic in the Charleston Classic first round, 39-34. The Cowboys separated themselves from the Owls after Florida Atlantic got off to a great start. The Cowboys, from about the 7:48 mark for the next 2.5 minutes, the Cowboys went on a 9-0 run to open up a 10-point lead. In that, Jamiron Keller had 5 points. He also had Arturo Dean with a drive. And that's about the time that Baba Miller, the 6'11 transfer from Florida State for FAU, picked up a foul and a technical foul on the same sequence. Khalil Brantley made 2 free throws for the technical, missed the front end of a 1-and-1. But the Cowboys stretched a 26-25 lead out to 35-25. The Florida Atlantic started coming back a little bit. The Cowboys still had a 9-point advantage at 37-28. But a 6-2 run to end the half by the Owls has made it a 5-point ball game. Great hustle by OSU in that first half. very effective on the defensive end of the floor. But as we said, there are 3 different Cowboys, 3 starters with 2 fouls each. Chi Avery also with 2. So the foul issues are something to look for here in the second half. We'll take another break. Second half action coming your way next. This is Cowboy basketball from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Charlie's Discount Drug, where we know our customers by name.
In today's world, don't you want access to your pharmacy at any time? At Charlie's Discount Drug, you can request a refill 24 hours a day with our RX Local app, get notifications by text or email when it's ready, and have it delivered to your door safely.
Charlie's Discount Drug, where we know our customers by name.
The Stereo Wizards at Audio Midwest have been your go-to audio advisor since 1979. Come see the best brands like Sony, Kenwood, Alpine, LG, Samsung, Denon, and Kicker. Come see AKTV, Alexa control devices, Dolby Atmos Surround, big screen car radios, high-res audio, and phone-controlled remote start, all at the lowest prices in Oklahoma. Let us help give you the knowledge to buy and use your favorite gadgets with ease. With 2 locations in Stillwater and Edmond to serve you. Remember, with Audio Midwest, you can always expect a little magic.
At Charlie's Discount Drug, we believe insurance companies shouldn't be able to tell you where to get your medications. We have worked with many of our customers with TRICARE, Medicare, and other plans to allow them to stay with us. Remember, you have the right to choose your pharmacy. And when you do, choose the people you know at Charlie's Discount Drug, locally owned and operated since 1979.
Charlie's Discount Drug, where we know our customers by name.
Ready to begin the second half here in Charleston, South Carolina. Oklahoma State leads Florida Atlantic 39-34. The Owls will get the ball to start the second half. Looks like Patrick Sumnick is done for the day, John.
Yeah, he limped. He was the last one out. Did not go through warm-ups. So tough go for him. And the Cowboys start their same starting 5. 3 of those guys with 2 fouls, and now Usman picks up his 3rd inside.
8 seconds into the second half. Sumnick's actually jogging, though, in the entryway. Limping pretty good, but looks like he's trying maybe to see if he can give it a go. Of course, with Usman picking up a 3rd foul, that becomes even more important. In the paint to Miller, turnaround 5-footer misses. Tip won't go, and Jennings with the ensuing rebound for the Pokes.
Love the fight from Jennings, keeping Miller from grabbing it.
Khalil Brantley almost double dribbled, handed off to Robert Jennings, and now we have a collision. Bryce Thompson knocked to the floor, and a foul is called on FAU. That's on Ken Evans Jr.
Just his first. Usman now on the bench and Chi Avery in the game. But again, Avery with 2. Devo Davis with 2. Bryce Thompson with 2. All on the floor.
Chi Avery has it now. Left wing outside the arc. Top of the key to Robert Jennings. Right wing Bryce Thompson. Thompson drives it right against Miller. Challenges him, shoots, and he's called for traveling.
Just lost control of his balance there. Drove it into Miller's body, but couldn't stop himself.
Cowboys turn it over for the 7th time. Walker dribbles up to the free throw line. Lays it out to Kiki Tandy. He hands it off to Baba Miller. Miller drives it right. Boy, nearly walks. Skip pass across the defense. Left wing to Glenn. He drives it right, attacks the rim, missed the layup. Rebound, Robert Jennings. Cowboys counterattack from right to left in the orange jerseys. Khalil Brantley on the dribble into the front court. Foul line right to Avery. Drives it right. Boy, bodies pinballing around. And Avery hits the deck and is called for the foul. And the reality is, I think Avery ran into his own man.
He did run into his own man, and Vokatitis picks up the foul.
That's his 2nd foul. Robert Jennings and Chi Avery ran into each other. Sometimes it works out. Maybe Vokatitis gave a shove into Jennings to knock him into
That's probably what happened.
Inbounds to Thompson, drives it left, ball slapped away from behind. Loose ball at midcourt, scooped up though by the Cowboys' Devo Davis. Down the floor to Brantley, dumps it off underneath to Jennings. Layup blocked out of bounds by Vokatitis. The Cowboys will inbound right baseline underneath. Still have not had a point scored here in the second half. It's 39-34 Oklahoma State.
Little bit loose with the basketball in the start here.
Yeah. Brantley off the inbound, shoots for three right corner, misses off the back heel, rebounded by Evans of Florida Atlantic. Down the floor to Baba Miller, the 6'11 transfer from Florida State. He hands it back to Evans between the two circles. Defended by Devo Davis, 19 to shoot, and a pass intercepted by Robert Jennings. Jennings all the way for the slam.
I love what Robert Jennings has been doing to start this second half. He affected the last possession, challenging the drive and grabbed the loose ball.
41-34 Oklahoma State. Here's a deep three by Tandy left wing. It's off the back iron, no. Rebounded by Davis. Outlet pass down the floor to Thompson. Streaking to the goal. He gets his dunk blocked from behind. But Bryce knocked to the floor by Tandy. And he's fouled and will shoot two. And I think that's three on Tandy, is it not, or just two?
I think it's two
just
on Tandy. But I thought it was his third.
That was called by number 24, Keaton Tandy, his second, team third.
Boy, Bryce jumped out of there like a play-action pass. Broke wide open. You can get some of that against Florida Atlantic.
Yes, you
get
can.
the long rebounds off the missed threes, and if you can leak a guy out, got to get the rebound, of course. Here's Bryce at the line where he's 2 for 2, and he makes the first. As we mentioned in the first half, Steve Lutz sent Bryce Thompson to the free throw line to shoot technical free throws. He knocked both of them down, as continuing to grow in confidence in his free throw shooting, which has been one of the very few weaknesses in his game collegiately. Here's the second free throw for Bryce, and it's in. He's 4 for 4. 43-34 Cowboys. With 18 minutes to play in the second half. OSU was up 5 at the half. They've outscored FAU 4-0 to begin the second stanza.
Moretti back in for FAU as Tandy went to the bench.
Boy, and a deflection, another steal by Devo Davis. A 2-on-2. Devo veers off on the dribble to the left corner. He's trapped there. Floats it across the defense to Brantley. He shoots for three right wing. It rims out, no good. Rebound, 7-footer Vokatitis, and he's fouled, hacked on the arm by Robert Jennings. That's his first foul, and team foul number 2 on the Pokes.
Boy, a couple of good looks for Brantley this half so far ahead. That one just did not want to go down.
Inbounds to Leland Walker. He's had a quiet game, only 5 points on the night, averages 12 a game. On the afternoon, rather. Walker crosses over, drives it right, and fouled and bumped by Brantley.
2 on Brantley now.
So now there are, count them, make sure I count this properly. 5 Cowboys with at least 2 fouls. Thankfully, only Abu Usman has 3.
Arturo Dean in, Brantley sits down.
Team foul number 3, by the way. FAU off the inbounds. Evans on the dribble, way outside left wing. Top of the key to Moretti. Moretti drives it left. Spinning right-hand layup, good. That's his offhand, and he scores. First basket for Nicolo Moretti. It's 43-36, Oklahoma State. Robert Jennings, defended by Vokatitis, takes him on the drive, and he's fouled. Boy, he just went right at the 7-foot freshman. Vokatitis lets loose of some English choice language.
Now he has
a non-shooting foul.
Yeah, he has 3. So this, with Miller in there, this is one of the smaller lineups Florida Atlantic has put on the floor so far today.
Really, not by choice. Dean whips it out to Avery, left wing. Man-to-man by FAU. Top of the key to Dean again. Throws it down to Jennings on the right baseline. Back to the basket. Backing in against Glenn. Into a double team. Ball stripped away, taken by Walker. Just got a little bit too deep. A lot of hands in there. FAU on the run. Moretti in the left corner. Out to Evans, left wing. A deep three. It's off the back of the rim. Hits the top of the backboard off the ricochet. And Moretti comes down with it for FAU. It's a 43-36 Cowboy lead. Walker penetrates. Little floater from 6. Missed badly short off the front of the iron. Rebound Arturo Dean. Down the right sideline to Bryce Thompson. He attacks the rim. Fouled hard. You can hear the slap over here. And we have a foul on FAU. It's on Caleb Glenn.
Love how Bryce just took it right at him, though. Glenn was not set, not looking to take a charge.
Bryce Thompson back at the free throw line where he's 4 for 4. And he makes the first. Boy, John, doesn't he look so much more confident shooting the free throws?
It's coming out of his hand so much better, Dave. It's coming out of his hand softer, like he's shooting it with a little more arc.
Bryce is now 7 of 7 at the line this year. Probably shouldn't have said that. Here's the second. Oh, it doesn't matter. He knocks it in. 6 for 6 today for Thompson. 8 for 8 for the season. 45-36. Cowboys are up by 9. Moretti plays it to Glenn, right wing. Tries it right. Challenges Avery. Little jumper off the glass and in.
He just muscled his way in there.
45-38. Cowboys quickly. Thompson shot fakes. Drives the left baseline. Gets to the rim. Leaning jumper. No. Tipped by Usman. Won't know. The ball ping-pongs around and is taken by FAU. It's Evans. Down the floor to Moretti. Moretti drives the right baseline. Gets underneath. Ball knocked away. Goes out of bounds off Devo Davis, who knocked it free. It'll be FAU ball after a timeout. 15:53 remaining in the second half in Charleston. It's Oklahoma State 45, Florida Atlantic 38. This is Cowboy basketball from Learfield.
You know my announcer voice and my love for the Pokes. But hey, I'm just a regular guy with this voice and a loyal and true cowboy. And I want you to know I'm a Blue Peak customer. We switched to Blue Peak Fiber Internet for our home in Stillwater, and we love the speed and the price. Enid, Lawton, Perry, Shawnee, and Tonkawa, you can get Blue Peak Fiber Internet too. Go online to mybluepeak.com for all the details. Terms and conditions apply. Go Blue Peak and...
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Derringers. You know the name, but did you know we've been serving businesses nationwide for over 60 years? If your business or company orders promotional products, awards, banners, shirts, or business cards, then you need to call us. With Derringer's highest priority being customer service and creative branding, we're the only option when it comes to ordering something with your logo on it. Give the Derringer's team a call today to take your branding to the next level. Bam!
Hey, Cowboy fans, whether you're hungry or needing a beverage, be sure to stop by our preferred concession partners to find Bud Light, Smokin' Joe's, Beatbox, Curdy Shack, Kona Ice, Pepsi, Iron Monk, and Chick-fil-A in the concession areas at OSU sporting events. 15 minutes, 53 seconds remaining second half here in the Charleston Classic. The Cowboys on top of Florida Atlantic, 45-38. It was a 5-point OSU lead at halftime. Here in the second half, OSU just 1 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 from three-point range. But Florida Atlantic 2 for 7 from the field, 0 for 2. The difference, the Cowboys, Bryce Thompson has made all 4 free throw attempts here to start the second half. Rebounds this half, 5 for OSU, each team with 2 turnovers. For the game, the Cowboys have forced 13 Florida Atlantic turnovers, while only committing 8 themselves. Robert Jennings is I would say, quietly having a game, because we've been talking about the foul trouble and everything, but Jennings has 9 points, 5 rebounds, only 1 turnover and a steal in 15 minutes. He's 4 of 5 from the field, Dave. Very efficient, and that includes a made three-pointer.
FAU will inbound left baseline underneath. In it goes to Baba Miller. Hands it off to Tandy, drives it left, little leaning left-hand jumper, misses. Boy, that was, and now a technical foul.
It's going to be on Chi-Chi Avery. And Kip Kissinger is really not messing around today.
His third, team 4.
Wow. So
technical foul called on Chi-Chi Avery. His fourth personal.
So now he has 4.
Tandy makes the first free throw. Avery is out. Newman is in. Tandy makes the second. Now he'll get 2 more free throws, a chance to cut the lead to 3.
Oh, boy. Now, you know, you can say that's kind of quick, but the precedent had been set.
Yeah.
Because Baba Miller picked one up pretty quickly in the first half.
Yeah, Chi-Chi was kind of getting into that mood a little bit, so to speak. A very emotional player, and sometimes it's a little more than is advised, I suppose. But a lot of times you ride that emotion to many, many positives. Just occasionally it gets to be a little much, I guess. Tandy makes another free throw, so he's 3 for 3 on this trip, and he makes a 4th, so it's a 4-point possession for FAU. And the lead is down to 3. It was once 10. That's a 4-point possession. 45-42 Oklahoma State. Well, Jennings backing in on the left block.
Cowboys had that 4-point possession in the first half off the technical.
Arturo Dean has it now. Top of the key left. There's a 3-pointer by Devo Davis. That's a brick. Hit the backboard, missed the rim, and rebounded by FAU. Glenn has it. He's been quiet today. Drives it right. Ball nearly knocked away by Davis. And his in pass intercepted by Arturo Dean. Arturo all the way to the rim, and he's fouled going up. He'll be at the line to shoot 2. Fouled by Moretti.
Moretti wanted to complain, and it was Kip Kissinger with a call, and he very quickly put his hand up over his mouth. How about Dean with that knack for picking it off?
Cowboys going to the line, looking to cash in on some free throws, and be sure to secure your cash with our proud digital banking partner, Poetry. The pesky Arturo Dean will be at the line. And he misses the first of 2.
It's off the heel, shot a little strong. Cowboys have not scored from the field in the last 3 minutes and 12 seconds.
6-0 FAU run is ongoing. And Dean makes the second. 46-42, Oklahoma State up by 4. Scoreboard says 45-42. That's not correct. Should be 46. Make sure that gets corrected. Glenn dribbles into the paint, spinning 10-footer. Good. It's a 46-44 game. Scoreboard still isn't right.
Now the stat monitor is correct.
Arturo Dean, left wing.
Ooh.
It's a screen to his right from Jennings. Picks up the dribble. Foul line right to Newman. Newman rises up, shoots the jumper, and scores.
Boy, it looks pretty coming out of his hand.
Second basket for Newman. He has 4 points. It's 48-44 Oklahoma State. Trey Carroll for FAU. Right wing, Tandy for 3. Spun out, no good. Offensive rebound to Glenn, and a foul is called on Dean, trying to block him off.
Glenn's got a little more size.
Yeah, about 8 inches. 6'7" versus 5'11".
First on Dean.
That's team foul 7 already for Oklahoma State in just 5 minutes and 32 seconds. So the bonus is in effect for FAU very quickly here in the second half.
And for Dean. And Jamyron Keller had a really nice first half.
Glenn makes the first of 1 and 1.
Yeah, they do need to check that scoreboard.
Yeah, that's not right.
Again, our stat monitor is correct, but the scoreboard is not.
So it should be 48-45, and it stays there as the second free throw is missed by Glenn. 48-45 Oklahoma State. Brantley drives it right, attacks the rim, double clutch jumper off the glass and in.
They're taking it right at Moretti.
50-45 Cowboys as we wind down to the 14-minute mark. Abu Usman is about to check in for the Pokes. Moretti drives it right. His pass is just slapped away out of bounds. It went off the forearm of Newman and hits the basket support out of bounds to FAU. Usman is in and Jennings out for Steve Lutz. Well, that scoreboard still isn't right.
I think everybody here who should be paying attention to it knows that.
Inbounds right corner three-pointer is up and in by Kiki Tandy. He has 13 points. He's made 3 threes, and the Cowboy lead is 50-48. Brantley to Newman. Left wing Keller dumps it down to Usman, left baseline. Backing in on the dribble against Carroll. They don't help defensively. He backs in again. Help comes. He ducks under him. Short jumper misses off the glass. And the rebound to FAU. And the Cowboys' 10-point lead is down to 2 at 50-48. And FAU could tie or take the lead here. Tandy on the dribble. Top of the circle. Defended by Keller. Plays it to Carroll. Back to Tandy. Deep three. Top of the key. Missed. Rebound taken by Khalil Brantley of Oklahoma State. Cowboys counterattack from right to left. Brantley coast to coast. Gets to the rim. Jumper off the glass and in.
Boy, Moretti got taken out by one of his own guys.
They've had that happen once for each team. Had a technical for each team, and we've had a player take out a teammate in a defensive situation. 52-48 Cowboys. That's what we're calling the score. Glenn on the dribble right baseline. Right corner three-pointer in flight. Spun out. No good. Missed by Evans. Cowboys rebound, and Brantley hustles into the front court on the dribble. Khalil hesitates. Now drives it right. Attacks the rim. Layup good.
And Usman set the screen and didn't even let Carroll get by him.
54-48 Oklahoma State back up 6. 12:40 to play. Moretti drives it left. Attacks and is fouled.
If that's on Brantley, that'll be...
Nope.
No, it's on Newman. Oh, no, Keller.
So it's a bonus 1-1. Team foul number 8. They still haven't corrected the scoreboard.
We'll get to that timeout. Hopefully someone will let them know.
Yeah, I know that our basketball media relations director, Ryan Holmgren, was up talking to the official scorer.
And he's having a conversation with someone over there right now.
Ready 1-1. Makes the first. 54-49. It's just strange it's gone on this long.
Yeah. And you got some of them over there that are kind of looking at things.
Moretti's second free throw is also good. He has 4 points. It's 54-50.
Leland Walker back in. Moretti sits down. And Moretti's sitting down, Dave, I think because defensively he just wasn't able to stop Brantley.
Cowboys on offense, working right to left. Arturo Dean with 12.5 to go. Drives the left side, gets all the way underneath the basket, curls it out to the foul line to Usman. He drives it left, collides with the defender, missed the shot, got his own rebound, takes a dribble, then it squirts out of bounds off of Abu underneath. It'll be FAU ball. (54-50). Oklahoma State up 4. FAU with the ball. Walker to Trey Carroll. Drives it right. Gets all the way to the rim. Little leaning layup missed, but a foul is called on Usman.
And he comes right over to the bench, knowing he has to come out.
That's his 4th, and Robert Jennings will replace him. So write that down. At the 12:09 mark of the second half, Usman picks up his 4th foul.
And Carroll was able to take kind of a running start. And Abu got him with the body. So you've got Usman and Avery each with 4.
Two-shot foul forthcoming for Trey Carroll, who has not been a good free throw shooter this season.
Now I think they're checking on maybe on the score.
Carroll's 0 for 1 at the line today, 5 for 11 on the season. Yeah, they're looking at the video monitor, and ESPN has it 54-50.
Yeah.
We have it 54-50.
Well, we can.
Two shots for Carroll, and he makes the first. (54-51), we think. And the second free throw is in. 54-52, Oklahoma State. Down to 12 minutes to play in the second half. Khalil Brantley on the dribble. Crosses over, drives it right, gets into the paint. Turns, tries to duck under his man, tries it again, and he lays it off the glass and in. If you first don't succeed, try again. Brantley ducked once, ducked twice, finally got to the rim. 56-52, Brantley has 12 points. 8 of those in the second half. Walker drives it left, leaning left-hand jumper, and a foul called on Arturo Dean.
I'm not sure where the foul is there, Dave. I mean, Walker turns the corner, just leaning his shoulder into him. Unless Dean had grabbed with the offhand, he was giving ground.
That's Dean's second foul. We have a timeout. 11:41 to play. It's Oklahoma State 56, Florida Atlantic 52. This is Cowboy basketball from Learfield.
There is no better shopping destination for OSU fans than the University Store. Shop the largest, best selection of OK State clothing and gifts anywhere at the University Store's flagship location in the OSU Student Union, or check out their setup in Gallagher-Iba Arena at every home Cowboy basketball game. You can also conveniently shop online 24/7 at shopokstate.com. As a proud supporter of Cowboy basketball and OSU athletics, we hope you will shop OK State and go Pokes.
Wilson GMC continues to be a proud partner of Oklahoma State Athletics. As a family-owned business, Wilson GMC has been serving the community for years with affordable vehicles to families across Oklahoma. With an extensive inventory to choose from, our friendly team at Wilson GMC is sure to help you find the perfect one. We make the buying process simple by having your vehicle delivered right to your driveway. Visit us online at wilsongmc.com or stop in and come see us in Stillwater. We are professional grade at Wilson GMC. Good people helping good people.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Hey fans, remember, win or lose, you're a winner at Sonic. Feeling thirsty? Grab your favorite drink for half price when you order through the Sonic app. That's right, soft drinks, iced teas, slushes, and more. Sonic is the ultimate drink stop, so download the app and sip away. Restrictions may apply. 11 minutes, 41 seconds remaining second half here in Charleston, and they are still trying to get the score correct. There's been a lot of activity around the scorers table. Our score that we have says 56-52 Cowboys over Florida Atlantic. The scoreboard in the stadium says 55-52.
Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. You're listening to Oklahoma State basketball. Still trying to figure out exactly what's going on with the score. Stat monitor has had 56-52. Official scorer has 55-52. John was sort of listening in on a conversation one of the officials had with the ESPN announcers. Could you catch any of that?
The last thing he said was, glad you caught that. You got it right. So now it's just a matter of crossing the T's and dotting the I's, even though we're dealing with numbers. That doesn't really sound right. But, I mean, we can go through, you and I chart pretty much every made basket. And you can go all the way back and see why it should be 56 and not 55. It was 39-34 at halftime. Brandon Jennings' steal and slam made it 41 for the Cowboys. Bryce Thompson made 2 free throws, 43. Bryce made 2 more to make it 45. And after that, Arturo Dean hit the back end of a 2-shot foul for 46. Brandon Newman with a jumper for 48. Sorry, I'm going all the way through this, but I feel like we should. Then the next basket, Khalil Brantley with a drive made it 50. Brantley with another drive, 52. Brantley with another drive, 54. And that's where we are. And after Brantley, he's had 4 straight lay-ins, Dave. He's had 8 straight Cowboy points to get it to 56.
Well, everyone except the official scorer has it at 56-52, but he's having a devil of a time getting his scorebook to work out the way it's supposed to. And we continue to wait. Which is a chance to remind you that we should thank Stillwater Medical Center for their great support of the Cowboys. Stillwater Medical, world-class health care close to home. And their scorebook is always right. Yes. Stillwater Medical Center. You know, I have to admit, and this is no offense to the official scorers, I'm very confident this guy knows what he's doing. Of course he does. But I've never seen this happen like this. Have you?
No.
Ever?
No.
Where it's gone on this long.
No.
There's been so much difficulty trying to get everything to square back up. It's highly, highly unusual. Brian Holmgren has kind of detected the tenacity of the situation and is evacuated over near to his seat on press row, detecting a bit of frustration. So Brian has evacuated the area, has made his point, and is kind of taking the storm route out to safer ground.
So now it looks like the official scorer has nodded his head yes, and there it is, 56-52 up on the scoreboard now. So the good thing about that, Dave, is that no other Cowboy could pick up a 3rd or 4th foul while all this time.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, because we do have some foul trouble. Back to action. Walker at the line shooting 2, makes the first. Boy, and FAU has now attempted 26 free throws. Cowboys have had a hard time defending without fouling, particularly here in the second half.
That's been an over-aggressiveness as much as anything else, Dave.
And Walker makes the second.
Need a good offensive set here.
56-54, the Cowboy lead is down to 2. It was once 10.
8 straight points for Brantley, all at the rim.
Brantley on the dribble, drives it right. Kicks it out top of the key to Newman. He lost it, got it back. Now it squirts free, and it's a tie ball. The possession arrow will favor the Cowboys with 13 to shoot. Yeah, FAU's attempted 27 free throws today. Entering today in 3 games, Oklahoma State opponents had shot 37 free throws in the 3 games combined. So it's a big change. Cowboys inbound, 9 to shoot. Brantley has it again. Left wing to Keller. Fake, splits the defense on the drive. Runner from 5 misses. Rebound FAU. And FAU could tie or take the lead with a basket on this trip. Glenn, a deep 3 right wing. That's a brick. Rebounded by Robert Jennings. Cowboys counterattack from right to left with 11 minutes to play. Arturo Dean into the front court. But keep in mind, you've got a lot of your scorers on the bench, and now Jennings fumbles a pass and bumps FAU's Ken Evans and fouls him. That'll be team foul number 10. The double bonus will send FAU to the line for 2.
Number 2 on Jennings.
Because you've got, let's just check this out. You've got your 3 leading scorers on the bench, John. Abu Usman, Bryce Thompson, and Chichi Avery. Usman with 4 fouls, Avery with 4 fouls, and Thompson 2. So you've got kind of a mess here from a foul standpoint. Evans at the line shooting 2, makes the first.
Baba Miller will come back in now for FAU. Glenn sits down.
It's 56-55. I guess my point is you're somewhat challenged offensively with this lineup, wouldn't you? Is that reasonable?
Yes. Which is how to get the points you've been getting from Brantley has been a bonus.
The second free throw is in, as Evans makes both. And now it's a tie game at 56. First tie we've had since Now midway through the first half. Here's Brantley, foul line left, shoots a tough jumper, misses. Rebound slapped off the glass, loose ball taken by FAU. Cowboys hit the deck, no whistle. Tandy, deep three, top of the key, another brick, and a foul on the rebound. It's on Carroll for a push-off. We'll go to the other end for 1-1 on team foul 8.
Wow, that is a break for the Cowboys because it was a 5-on-3. Dean and Usman got tangled up underneath the basket, and FAU was going the other way.
Bryce Thompson will come in for the Cowboys. Jamyron Keller is out. Yeah, we've got 1-1 on the other end. Devo Davis returns, and Brantley will get a break. So now you have your two top scorers on the bench, Usman and Avery. At least Bryce is back out there, but again, this game probably not as suited to Bryce as some others. Big free throws for Newman, 1-1. He makes the first. It's 57-6 Cowboys.
But Dave, the pace is slowed enough that it could fit Bryce better.
You know what? You're right.
And listen, he could score at any point. There's no question about it. But the point we've been making is a slower pace. He might be more effective against a team like this.
Yeah, and the deeper the game goes, usually the more the pace slows. I didn't mean to rhyme that. 58-56, Cowboys up by 2.
Pretty nice.
Walker on the dribble for FAU. Takes it to the foul line, now takes it back into the paint. Turned away by Arturo Dean. Pass to a cutting Evans. He stumbles, throws up a wild shot, misses. Ball squirts free, taken by Devo Davis on the run. 3-on-2. Bounce pass to Thompson, trailing left wing. Three-pointer. Misses off the front of the rim. Rebound, Trey Carroll of FAU. Remains a 58-56 Cowboy lead exactly midway through the second half. Evans crossing over on the dribble, defended by Thompson. Now they switch it for a moment, but Bryce gets over the screen. Left wing to Leland Walker. Dribbles into the paint, spins, kicks it out left corner to Baba Miller. He's defended by Newman. Backs him in on the dribble, 8 to shoot. Continues to back him in on the dribble. Spins left, turnaround jumper, around the rim and in, and we're tied at 58.
Just had enough room to operate. Shot it over the top. That was pretty good defense by Newman.
Tied at 58. 9.5 minutes to play. Devo Davis way outside right wing. Right corner to Bryce Thompson. Dumps it down to Robert Jennings at the right block. Jennings backs in. Spins baseline side. Jump hook off the glass. Too hard. Rebounded by Trey Carroll of FAU.
Shot it a little hard, but he had to go up over Miller. That was tough.
Tied at 58. FAU with a chance to take the lead. It would be their last lead since 10:49 of the first half. Shot clock at 15. Evans floats it down to Miller. He's guarded by Dean. Whips it across the defense. A pass deflected out of bounds into the front row of seats by Bryce Thompson. Cowboys can get reset defensively, and FAU will inbound with 10 to shoot.
Active hands. That's why coaches tell you keep those hands up, those arms out, because that was an open three-point look in the corner on the cross-court pass, but Bryce got his thumb on it.
Inbounds to Walker. Shot clock's down to 5. Walker rises up, shoots for 3 left wing. Missed. Rebound Jennings of Oklahoma State. Now the Cowboys could counterattack. Outlet pass to Arturo Dean. Dean hesitates, now drives, spins to the rim. Left-hand layup, no. Tip by Newman won't go, but a foul is called on the tip, and Newman will be at the line to shoot 2.
You got Miller.
Boy, when you look at that lineup out there, John, your tallest player is Robert Jennings at 6'7".
They're fighting, Dave. They're fighting.
Bryce at 6'6". Newman at the line is 6'5". Devo Davis is 6'4", plays taller than that. Of course, Arturo Dean's 5'11". 2 shots for Brandon Newman, and he missed the first short. He stayed tied at 58.
Boy, Dave, he just hesitated. That last time he was at the line, he made both ends of the 1-1. He just shot it, didn't hesitate. That time it was just a slight hesitation before letting it go.
We remain tied at 58.
Vokatitis back in, Miller out. Carroll comes out too.
And he makes the second. So Newman with 7. He's 5 for 6 at the line. It's 59-58 Oklahoma State. Walker drives it left, gets all the way to the rim, kicks it out right wing to Moretti. Top of the key to Glenn. Swing it left wing. Tandy for three. Misses off the back of the rim. Robert Jennings had the rebound for a moment. He's knocked down and he's fouled. We'll go to the other end. That's team foul 10. It'll be 2 shots for Robert Jennings.
Robert Jennings has been a man this game, Dave. He's been battling guys bigger than him. He just hasn't given any ground.
I think he may have just gathered up his 9th rebound.
Now starting number 1, Caleb Glenn, his second, team 10.
You know, Robert Jennings coming from Texas Tech, and the reality is that program has won a lot. He's used to winning. Very savvy player. He gets 2 shots here. He's been a good free throw shooter this year, and he makes the first. Jennings has 10 points. That's his OSU season high. And he makes a second. 11 points for Robert Jennings. Now 14 of 16 at the free throw line this year. It's 61-58 Oklahoma State. 8:14 to play second half. Tandy drives it left, attacks the rim, spinning layup good.
First time Tandy's attacked the rim.
61-60 Oklahoma State. Arturo Dean on the dribble. Hesitates, drives it left, goes all the way underneath, and now what do we have?
It's an illegal screen on Jennings down low. Boca Titus caught Dean with a leg as he came around, but they call the foul on Jennings.
That'll be his 3rd. Timeout, 7:58 to play. It's Oklahoma State 61, Florida Atlantic 60. This is Cowboy basketball from Learfield.
Stake your claim to a share of $200,000 guaranteed at Hard Rock Casino Tulsa this November. That's right, $200,000 guaranteed. Every Saturday, we'll draw 4 winners from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. to take home $10,000 cash. Earn entries daily to be one of 20 big winners. Come win your share of $200,000 guaranteed at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tulsa. Voted Tulsa's best. See One Star Rewards for full rules and details.
Whether it's a long line at the amusement park,
45 minutes,
waiting to get inside the club, or getting stuck at the DMV. Nobody likes to wait. Mercy is eliminating the wait for great health care. Our online tools mean you can get the care you need now. Mercy Now. More of what you need now. Visit mercynow.net.
At OG&E, for you to seize your day, it's up to us to keep your power on. That's why we're building a smarter grid that stops outages before they happen. In 2023 alone, these automated restorations saved more than 6.2 million customer minutes of interruption. But energy is about more than electricity. That's why with our partners, we've provided $100 million in customer bill assistance since 2021. Because at OG&E, we energize life.
Mercy can get you off the bench and back in the game. Find your best play at mercynow.net. At Mercy, your life is our life's work. Cowboys clinging to a 1-point lead here in Charleston over Florida Atlantic, 61-60. 7 minutes, 58 seconds remain here in this opening round game of the Charleston Classic. The Cowboys shooting just slightly better than Florida Atlantic here in the second half. OSU 6 of 18, Florida Atlantic 6 of 19. And both teams have gone cold from behind the arc. Florida Atlantic 1 for 10 from three-point range this half. The Cowboys 0 for 4. Here's an amazing stat, Dave. First half, Florida Atlantic was only 7 of 15 from the free throw line. Here in the second half, they're 13 of 14. A lot of times you don't see that. The Cowboys, meanwhile, in the first half were 6 of 9 from the line, 10 of 12 from the free throw line here in the second half. Khalil Brantley leads OSU with 12 points. Kiki Tandy leads all scorers. The Florida Atlantic guard has 15. He's made 3 of the 6 three-pointers for the Owls today. The Cowboys have made 5. 5 different players having made 1. Robert Jennings, 9 points, 8 rebounds. in 21 minutes. Foul trouble. Abu Usman, Chichi Avery, each with 4 for the Cowboys. And there are 2 players, Baba Miller and Matas Bokatitis, each with 3.
FAU's had a couple of chances to take the lead here in the second half. Failed to do so. They last led it 16-14 at the 10:49 mark of the first half. Oklahoma State's led by as many as 10. The Cowboys were up 5 at half.
Well, all they've done since they've been here in Charleston, this is Florida Atlantic, has played close games, overtime games, a loss in double overtime to Charleston, and then they win in overtime over Liberty.
Glenn drives it right, attacks the rim, and he's fouled on the shot by Bryce Thompson. So Bryce will pick up his 3rd foul. This will be another trip to the free throw line for free throws number 30 and 31 for Florida Atlantic today.
Well, credit Florida Atlantic for not settling for shooting over the top, for going ahead and attacking the last few possessions. Been a little bit of a change.
Well, they're 1 for 10 from 3 here in the second half, but they could take the lead with these free throws. Glenn makes the first. Cowboys are in a crazy amount of foul trouble. Usman with 4 fouls. Chichi Avery with 4 fouls. Bryce Thompson 3. Robert Jennings 3. Then 4 others with 2. It's a little messy.
Khalil Brantley in. Brandon Newman sits down.
Second free throw is a line drive that misses and a rebound to Bryce Thompson. So we're tied at 61. Bryce into the front court, plays it to Devo Davis. Out it goes to Arturo Dean. Dean, a little yo-yo dribble, backs away, draws 2 defenders, skip pass left corner, Davis for 3. It's off the back of the rim. No, but a foul on the rebound on whom?
Going to stay here. Cowboys had offensive rebounding position, and I think they got Glenn. Nope.
Bokatitis.
Bokatitis now has 4.
Yeah, with a big shove to the back of Robert Jennings. So it'll be 2 free throws for Robert Jennings. That's the 40th foul called in the game between the 2 teams. And Jennings makes a free throw. Now 15 of 17 at the line this year. He's in double figures with 12. Cowboys regain the lead 62-61.
Trey Carroll in for the Owls as Bokatitis sits down.
And Jennings makes the second. Very nice looking stroke by Jennings.
See if you can string some stops together here. Put the pressure back on him.
63-61 Oklahoma State. Moretti dribbles into the paint, kicks it out left wing, 3-pointer in flight, misses off the front of the rim. Rebound to Robert Jennings as Walker missed it. Cowboys quickly. Arturo Dean into the front court on the dribble. Takes it out to the perimeter, finds Brantley. Left wing Bryce Thompson. Thompson drives the baseline, splits the defenders and misses the jumper, but a collision underneath and a foul on FAU.
It's going to go on Carroll, I believe. Now they're starting to pile up some foul issues. Carroll has 3.
Of course, Bokatitis just picked up his 4th a moment ago. Bryce Thompson is a perfect 6 for 6 at the line. He's 8 for 8 at the line this year. Let's see if he can keep it going. 2 shots. And that one is not his best release, and it misses. That was the old release, I think, that crept in there. Still a 2-point lead, though, with 7 minutes to play. Bryce still had a good game shooting free throws. Now we have players in a lane too soon. Bryce made the free throw.
Oh, they're going to say Jennings forced Carroll into the lane.
Steve Lutz had no problem with it. At least that's what he said. So the free throw doesn't count.
There hasn't been a whole lot of tolerance for talkbacks today. So
63-61. If one thing Steve Lutz does, he tells the truth all the time. Carroll drives into the paint. Little runner from 10 misses. Rebound, shoots high in the air. Scramble for it. Jennings comes away with it. His 10th of the day. 63-61 Cowboys. Arturo Dean on the dribble. Backs out to the perimeter to start the action. Left corner, Devo Davis. 6.5 to play at 63-61 Oklahoma State. Now Davis to Dean. 12 to shoot. Lob underneath to Davis. Too far, but finds Jennings right side. 7-footer is good.
Boy, what a find.
15 points for Robert Jennings, his Cowboy season high. 65-61 Oklahoma State. 6:10 to play. Walker drives, leans in, 5-footer missed. Offensive rebound, Carroll, and he banks it off the glass and in.
The only reason Carroll got that was because Jennings had to come over to try to challenge the drive.
11 for Carroll. 65-63, Oklahoma State. Dean dribbling top of the circle. Left wing to Davis. 16 to shoot. Davis one dribble, throws it out to Khalil Brantley. Brantley to Davis, left wing, three-point jumper, misses short. Rebound goes untouched out of bounds to FAU.
David, Cowboys got a little stagnant in that set. There wasn't a whole lot of ball movement. Players weren't moving. Davis and Bryce both come off the floor. Brandon Newman back in, Jamyron Keller back in.
Jennings with 15 points and 10 rebounds, his first career double-double, including his time at Texas Tech. 65-63, Oklahoma State up 2. Walker on the dribble, had it poked away, but got it back. Right wing to Tandy. Cowboys all over him defensively. Tandy on the dribble, kicks it out, and he's fouled. Arturo Dean, I think, bumped him.
Yeah, he was being harassed. Keller almost knocked it free. Dean almost got the steal.
Well, the two teams in the second half, John, are 1 for 18 combined from 3. It's been a parade to the free throw line.
But, you know, listen, the calls, there have been fouls.
Oh, no doubt. Oh, yes, that totally. Yes. Completely agree. 2 shots for Tandy, who's 4 for 4 today, and he makes the first. And it's a 1-point game again at 65-64. Jennings is out. Usman is in. Big Abu, keep in mind, has 4 fouls. He has spent much of the game on the bench because of his foul trouble. He's only played 9 minutes so far today. Tandy for the tie. Missed it short. Usman grabs a rebound. So it's 65-64 Cowboys. Brantley into the front court, drives on Carroll, attacks the rim, gets his layup blocked. Now we have Brantley hitting the deck underneath, and I think they got Carroll for a late foul. That'll be Trey Carroll's 4th for FAU.
And Dave, he's got the wider body. You'd like to be able to get him out of there.
When you see the big men, what we might call sealing to create that drive to the basket. We were working on that this morning during the shoot-around session.
It's worked really well in the second half for Brantley to take advantage of it.
Brantley makes a free throw.
Baba Miller in. Carroll goes out.
So it's a 66-64 Cowboy lead. Khalil Brantley has his Cowboy career high of 13 and make it 14 as he rattles the second free throw in.
Boy, and Brandon Newman hit the deck afterwards. He's kind of holding his jaw.
Well, you've already got Pat Sumnick out. He suffered an ankle injury late in the first half, which has certainly hindered the Cowboys given their foul trouble today. And keep that in the back of your mind. Yeah. You've had all this foul trouble, and Sumnick being injured late in the first half has not been available here in the second half.
Newman's fine, by the way.
Yes.
It's easy for me to say.
And it's 67-64 Cowboys. FAU with the ball. Walker drives it right. He's fouled by Arturo Dean. That's his 4th. Well, you're getting into some really serious foul trouble here, John.
Boy, Arturo has been so quick to get to. He's covered a lot of ground to cover up three-point shooters. But Walker just gave him a little head fake that time. And, boy, you're getting into the stage of the game, too, Dave, where you're just not quite as quick as you were to start.
FAU 22 of 33 at the line. 2 more shots for Leland Walker. And he misses the first. Remains a 3-point Cowboy lead. Steve Lutz will have to be very crafty with his substitutions here down the stretch, given all the foul trouble. Usman, Chichi Avery, and Arturo Dean each have 3 fouls.
I think Coach Lutz had an encouraging word for Dean.
Second free throw is in. As Walker makes the second of 2. 67-65, Oklahoma State up by 2. Brantley drives it right, kicks it out, right wing. Newman for 3. Spun out, no good. Rebound back tap and taken by FAU. Long bounce pass down the floor to Walker. Attacks the rim, lays it in, and a foul called. Count the basket for Leland Walker. And FAU could take the lead on this free throw.
Bryce Thompson has picked up his 4th. Boy, that's so close.
You know, Coach Lutz has been looking for a closing lineup, and to be honest today, you just hope you have a lineup that can close with 4 guys having 4 fouls. And Walker at the line trying to give FAU its first lead since 10:49 of the first half. We have said that many times, and they failed to take the lead. Tied at 67. Walker trying to finish a 3-point play, and he makes it.
Dave, you can't get too anxious with this offensive possession. You played in front for majority of this game. You just got to keep working at what's worked for you. And Jennings is back in. Thompson is out.
68-67 FAU. Cowboys on offense going right to left. This is Newman, right wing. Bounce pass underneath, intercepted by Walker. Jennings was the intended target. He wasn't open. Evans penetrates, little leaning jumper, crawls off the rim, no good. Usman with the rebound and a foul on FAU underneath.
Yeah.
It's going to be on Evans, I think. Usman will be at the line with 4:13 to play. That is, by the way, the 46th foul of the afternoon. But like you said, it's just been, it's not like it's just been a lot of fouls. Guarding without fouling has been at a premium.
Yeah.
So here's Usman at the free throw line for the first time today. 7 of 8 on the season. 2-shot foul, and that's a brick that hit the backboard and rim and missed badly.
Maybe leaned forward, leaned into that. Did not shoot that high. He shot it hard.
Now he'll get another free throw with a chance to tie. The Cowboys 20 of 27 today. And that's too hard. And the rebound to Kiki Tandy of FAU.
And you can see a little extra bounce in Florida Atlantic's step now, Dave.
They finally got the lead. 68-67. Evans for FAU. Tries it down the lane, attacks, and fouled underneath.
If that's on Usman, that is his 5th. But I think it may be on Keller.
Or did they get Jennings? They got it on Jennings. That's his 4th. So 5 Cowboys have 4 fouls. And we have a timeout with 3:55 to play. Free throws coming up for FAU. And FAU leads Oklahoma State 68-67. This is Cowboy basketball from Learfield.
Why is Stillwater Country Club more popular than ever? The answer is simple. When you offer an outstanding golf course, superb food, and fun events for the entire family, you become a place where everyone wants to be. Stillwater Country Club has only a few spots available for full members. So if you want to be part of the fun, the time to act is now. Come join the fun at Stillwater Country Club, celebrating a rich history, embracing a bright future.
Dr. Alex Detweiler at Ortho Oklahoma and Stillwater Medical is here to help manage and treat your chronic spine pain with a full range of treatments. After a thorough consultation, Dr. Detweiler helps you choose the best approach from surgical and the latest non-surgical options. For information about our nationally recognized orthopedic care or to schedule an appointment, visit orthook.com. Ortho Oklahoma. We've got your back.
Anytime is a good time to have a howling good time at Stone Wolf Casino. Located at exit 37 off the Cimarron Turnpike between Tulsa and Stillwater. Catch a game on the big screen inside the Wolf Sports Grill while you enjoy some great food and cold beverages. Plus, join the Players Club for your chance to win prizes in their weekly promotions. In a hurry? No problem. Grab some pizza at Mazzio's Go. While you are there, fill up your tank at the Travel Plaza. For food, fuel, and fun, stop by the Stone Wolf Casino.
Hey, Cowboy basketball fans, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling basketball tickets, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Oklahoma State Athletics. Expect the expected. SeatGeek. Cowboys with a boatload of foul trouble. 5 Cowboys with 4 fouls. And Florida Atlantic with a 1-point lead, 68-67 with 3 minutes, 55 seconds remaining. And Evans at the line.
This will be the 37th free throw for Florida Atlantic. The Cowboy opponents in the first 3 games shot 37 free throws combined in the 3 games. So it's been a bit different as Evans makes the first. And the FAU lead is 69-67.
Jennings, Usman, Thompson, Avery, and Dean each with 4 fouls for OSU.
Evans sinks the second. 70-67 Florida Atlantic. Cowboys have not made it 3 in the second half after sinking 5 in the first half. Oklahoma State has 4 players with 4 fouls. Here's Usman, one of them. Feeds it to Jennings underneath. He fakes, goes up, and is fouled. Robert Jennings will be back at the line to shoot 2 more.
Well, it's good hands by Jennings because that was a pocket pass if there ever was one.
Yeah, post to post. So Glenn earns his 3rd foul.
You got to make these, Dave, you have to make these count. You can't afford to let this kind of slowly stretch away from you.
Jennings makes the first. He's 5 for 5 today. The stat monitor says 2 for 2. That's not correct. It will show 3 for 3, but he's actually 5 for 5. Most importantly, it's a 2-point game, 70-68. FAU up 2. Keller is out for the Cowboys, and Khalil Brantley is in. Jennings second, pinballed out. Goodness, unlucky. Rebounded by FAU. (70-68) Florida Atlantic up 2 with the ball. Evans drives, and we have a foul on Bryce Thompson for a push, and Bryce Thompson is fouled out.
And Dave, Bryce put both hands out because he got caught up on the screen, the curl to the basket. Yeah, Dave, you're right about that. They gave 2 of Jennings' points from the line to Bryce Thompson.
So that's what they did?
Yeah, because they've got Bryce for 8 for 9, but they've got his total points as 6. So we got all sorts of stuff happening with that.
This is becoming challenging to navigate. Evans shooting 2, makes the first.
Well, you need a basket coming down the other end.
Florida Atlantic has scored 20 of its 37 points in the second half on free throws. They're up by 3 now. And a second rattles in. And it's 72-68 FAU with 3:20 to play.
Chi Avery back in for the first time since the technical foul early in the second half.
Brantley snakes his way down the paint, and then the ball's just yanked away and stolen by FAU. Walker on the drive, attacks the rim, missed the layup, partially blocked from behind. Jennings with a rebound for the Cowboys, his 11th. Robert leads the break himself, dribbling into the front court, whips it across the floor to Newman. Newman dumps it down to Usman, turnaround jumper, miss from the right block. Rebound back tap, taken by Newman. Newman drives it right, gets all the way to the rim. His layup, no. Now we have a whistle, and an illegal screen is called on Usman as the defender, Baba Miller, hit the deck. And now Usman is done. He is fouled out.
But I think Miller sold that a little bit. Saw the replay.
So Bryce Thompson is fouled out at the 3:25 mark. Now Usman has fouled out at 2:56, and we're not out of the woods yet. Avery and Jennings and Arturo Dean each have 4 fouls. And Pat Sumnick, remember, injured his ankle in the first half. He's unavailable.
He's over on the bench, but Dave, he has got that hoodie top on.
They called that an offensive foul, so obviously not free throws for FAU. FAU with the ball up by 4. Evans, left corner, three-pointer, good. Kiki Tandy knocks down the 3, and FAU is up 75-68 with 2.5 to play. Cowboys need points, but 2 of their 3 leading scorers have fouled out, Thompson and Usman. Here's Brantley driving it left, shovels it to Jennings. He attacks the rim, leaning jumper, crawls off. Rebound Avery, it squirts free, but he was fouled, and Chichi will be at the line to shoot 2. But Cowboys here late have missed some shots at the rim.
Yeah, Glenn has picked up his 4th. Still a lot of time, but you need Avery to make both of these.
First free throws for Avery today. 75-68 FAU. 2 shots. And he makes the first.
Khalil Brantley. Last second instructions for Jennings and Newman.
And he misses a second. Rebound Baba Miller of FAU. 75-69. FAU up 6. 2:14 to play in the second half. Cowboys were up 10 in the first half, but FAU has made 21 of 25 free throws in the second half. They've got the ball up 6. Here's Walker driving it left, goes all the way to the rim. He missed. And if a foul is called, though, on Oklahoma State, and who's that on? That's on Chichi Avery, and he is fouled out. So 3 Cowboys have now fouled out. And that's the 29th foul whistled on Oklahoma State today.
Walker able to blow by Brandon Newman as he went to his left. Arturo Dean back in, and remember he has 4 fouls along with Jennings.
Yeah, this is becoming, well, not becoming, it already is. Really, honestly, an almost just totally unmanageable situation, just to be honest. It's because of your losses due to fouls as Walker makes a free throw. Makes it 75-69. Second free throws in, 77-69 now the score. FAU by 8. 3 Cowboys have fouled out. Oklahoma State calls for time. Minute 58 to play. It's FAU 77, Oklahoma State 69. This is Cowboy basketball from Learfield.
Do you have someone who deserves to be honored for serving the community, country, and love for Oklahoma State and the Cowboys? Bob Moore Buick GMC and Oklahoma State Athletics are proud to present Hometown Heroes, honoring service members, teachers, doctors, and other deserving community members for their hard work. To learn more and nominate your hometown hero for their chance to be recognized at an OSU athletics event, visit okstate.com/Bob Moore today. Go Pokes!
Hey, babe, what are you doing?
Not trying to figure out what to bring to the holiday party. I don't want to be the one who brings a Jell-O mold filled with who knows what.
I like your Jell-O mold.
I'm serious.
Oh, we can bring Brahms eggnog and snag some cinnamon crumb cake, banana bread, and pumpkin pie.
Ooh, I like your thinking. We'll be the Brahms of the party.
Plus, I can get a hot chocolate milkshake, too. Let's go.
Win everyone over this holiday season. Be the Brahms of the party. Holiday ice creams, eggnog, breads, cookies, and more. Available now at Brahms.
1890 Original is the go-to game day beverage for Cowboys everywhere. Brewed by Cowboys for Cowboys in Stillwater, the blonde ale is smooth, crisp, and refreshing. Named for the year OSU was founded, 1890 Original is available at OSU sporting events, the Iron Monk Tap Room, and statewide on draft and at your favorite stores. Make 1890 Original a part of your game day tradition. Keep it classy, Cowboys. Enjoy responsibly. Iron Monk Brewing Company, official craft beer of Oklahoma State Athletics.
OSU fans, Pokes with a Purpose is the official NIL collective for OSU, helping our teams remain competitive, retain our current athletes, and recruit new athletes. Visit pokeswithapurpose.com to learn more. And please donate today. Not only are your donations tax deductible, they now earn you posse points. Thank you for supporting Pokes with a Purpose, the official NIL collective at Oklahoma State University. Go Pokes. Cowboys foul trouble has caught up with them. 3 OSU players have fouled out: Abu Usman, Bryce Thompson, and Chichi Avery. Robert Jennings has 4. So does Arturo Dean. Jennings leads the Cowboys, a double-double for him, 14 points, 11 rebounds. But OSU looking up at a deficit now. 77-69 is the Florida Atlantic lead with 1 minute 58 seconds remaining. And here in the second half, the Owls are 23 of 27 from the line. Cowboys are 16 of 23 here in this half. And that was after Florida Atlantic made only 7 of 15 free throws in the first half. So 29 fouls called on the Cowboys, 24 on Florida Atlantic.
Cowboys inbound. Minute 53 to play. OSU down 8. Brantley on the dribble. Top of the key to Newman. Newman drives. Out to Brantley, top of the key. Three-point jumper. Hit the rim. Missed short. Rebound FAU. 2 players have it for a moment. But FAU comes away with it.
And Brantley's 3 came up short, Dave. You wonder a little bit about the fatigue.
Yeah. FAU with the ball and an 8-point lead. 77-69. Owls in no hurry. Minute 23 to play, and now a steal by Brantley. Plays it down the floor to Newman, driving uncontested for the layup. It's a 6-point game. 77-71, minute 15 to go.
Great hustle, great hustle.
Baba Miller dribbles into the front court. Throws it across the defense to Evans. He fakes the pass. He drives it left, attacks the rim, lays it in. Foul called. Count the basket for Ken Evans.
Devo Davis now has 3.
79-71. FAU. Trying to find the last time an opponent shot this many free throws. I've gone back to 2019, 2020, and I've not found one. FAU 30 of 42 at the line. It's 79-71. Evans trying to finish off a 3-point play. And he does. He has 12. 80-71 FAU. Minute to play. Cowboys quickly. Newman to Jennings, top of the circle. Left wing pass ricochets off the head of Devo Davis and goes out of bounds into the first row, and Cowboys turn it over.
You're pressing a little bit because you like to hit a 3, get this back to 6. But you can't afford turnovers. Myron Keller in. Robert Jennings comes off.
80-71. FAU against full court pressure. They break it. Evans has it now, down to 43 seconds left, and he's fouled by Khalil Brantley. So more free throws coming up for FAU. I have gone back so far through 2017, 2018, not found a game where an opponent even shot 40 free throws. So we're way beyond that as Evans misses the first. That was the 44th free throw attempt by FAU today, of which they've made 31. It's 80-71 FAU with 42.2 seconds left. And he sinks the second. 81-71, and a timeout, Oklahoma State. Well, the last time an opponent shot 45 free throws, 87-80 loss to Kansas, January 14th of 2017.
Allen Fieldhouse, let me guess.
Yeah, it was. And I don't think that game was really as close as that final score would indicate. That's where FAU is right now with 45 free throws. So the most free throw attempts by a Cowboy opponent since January of 2017. Yeah, eventually, John, you got caught with lineups out there that offensively and, you know, from a scoring standpoint, not as strong as maybe you needed.
Right.
There's no way, nothing you could do about it because of the foul trouble. Dean chucks up a deep three, left wing, missed short. Offensive rebound to Davis. Davis turnaround 10-footer in the paint, rattles in. It's 81-73 with 30 seconds left. Now foul in the backcourt on Khalil Brantley.
Foul called on number 5, Khalil Brantley, his fourth.
81-73 with 28.8 seconds left.
On the out, 0, Ken Evans Jr. shooting 2.
Evans shooting 2. Makes it first. It's 82-73 FAU. That's the only game I've found, John, where opponents shot more than 40 free throws going back to 2015. Second free throw misses. 82-73 FAU leads Oklahoma State. 25 seconds left. Cowboys quickly. Down the floor goes Brantley, and he lays it in. 82-75 FAU. Inbounds to Tandy is swatted away by Keller, but he fouled Baba Miller, and a couple of free throws coming up for FAU. This will be free throw attempts 48 and 49. That's a lot. The 56th foul called today. That's a lot.
And somewhere in the United States, it might just be tomorrow.
Yeah, in fact, we need to give a station identification. This game now has gone to 2.5 hours. Free throw is good by Tandy. 83-75 FAU. Yeah, shoot, we're getting close to football game length. If you had a couple of teams that ran the ball. Second free throw by Tandy is good. He has 21. It's 84-75. Florida Atlantic up on Oklahoma State. Boy, such a positive first half and into stretches of the second half, but the foul trouble, John, it finally just caught up with the Cowboys, I think.
Yeah, that's the difference for sure.
Devo Davis for three left corner, hits it. It's 84-78 with 17.2 to play. Inbounds to Moretti, down the floor to Glenn, wide open for the dunk.
Well, hung on the rim.
86-78. Keller for three left wing. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound FAU, and that'll do it. FAU defeats Oklahoma State 86-78, John.
Dave, a lot of aggressiveness, too much over-aggressiveness, and you end up having to pay for it. That's tough because that stretch where you built the 10-point lead was good. Frustrating day for Usman and for Chichi Avery. And Avery gave you some great minutes in the first half, so did Jamyron Keller, but just didn't have enough firepower on the floor when you needed it in the second half.
Final score, Florida Atlantic 86, Oklahoma State 78. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. You're listening to Oklahoma State basketball. Post-game coverage coming up from here in Charleston. It's an 86-78 final. Florida Atlantic defeats Oklahoma State. This is Cowboy basketball from Learfield.
When the game goes